Welcome. It's Saturday night, which means it's time for Saturday Night Special, the sixth best show on Renovision. With comments such as, "For the love of God, let your friend stay where he's at," SNS, and "that channel is a rest area toilet bowl, and you don't need any more stinking up the best comic YouTube show going. And this is an absolute terrible watch. Such douche chills. How about we check in with Jedi Johnson and see if he thinks the boys are ready to start the show?"
But I still think we're more prepared than SNS, even with the rush who did.
Well, shit, I hope you boys are ready to bring the mayhem, because an all-new episode of Saturday Night Special starts in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to another episode of Saturday Night Special. It is Saturday night. How's everyone doing tonight?
I'm doing good. Looking forward to a night with 75% fewer copyright strikes.
Yes, unfortunately, Kyle can't be here with us tonight. If you guys are in the Phoenix area and you saw the news, the Loserville concert was in town last night. And while Corey Feldman was playing his set, Kyle rushed the stage. He has since been knocked out by Corey and arrested. Unfortunately, we have not gotten a wire transfer from Pete of our super chat money yet to post bail for Kyle. So he will not be here with us tonight. So when you see Kyle next, laugh at him for getting his ass kicked by the comeback king.
Well, he's not going to wash his face. You know, that boot imprint is going to stay there for a while. He might get it tattooed.
Yeah. Well, I would. Corey Feldman, he's the comeback king. Have you seen that guitar solo?
I saw you sent us a reel, or was it Kyle? I think it was you. You sent us a reel of Fred Durst. Was it? Came out and sat down and watched the guitar solo live.
Yes. Yep. People were saying Corey Feldman ain't playing this guitar solo. He sat there and watched him do it. But hope you guys are having a great weekend. Another week in the books, another Saturday night kicking off. Did you guys do anything cool this week? Anything fun?
I got monetized on Twitter like 2 months ago, and I finally got my first payout this week.
Nice.
I got a payout from TwitterX.com. You'll never guess how much it was. $11.11. 11.11. Make a wish.
You're the man with the plan.
Yes. All those comments on people's fight videos is finally paying off.
You still haven't fought. When are you going to get in your fight?
The dude bailed, man.
He bailed on you?
I was like, hey, let's do it in June. And then he backed out. He calmed down. He's like, you're not that bad of a guy. Never mind. I don't want to fight you.
Oh, that's too bad.
He backed out. I was looking forward to it.
Apparently, Styx is coming to a Sands windstorm.
Yeah,
You're
what's
sitting
going
in the
on?
middle of a tornado right now. You got a fan cooling your schnuts right now?
Yes, I do, actually. It's hot in this room.
GT, we'll say what up to the chat. GT Comics was first with the thumbs up and the wave. Cardi West says, I was just watching that interview we did with Herbert. Why the hell didn't he stop us?
He
just goes, let us go on and on and on. What a monster.
He did stop us.
Tyson says, happy Saturday, guys. I'm feeling much better this weekend, and I'm ready for a few drinks. I'm glad you're feeling better, Tyson. Damien says, GT, why do you ignore me when I see you in the other live streams, douche? I guess he went Hollywood like Matt. Sam says he was sick that night, Hartman.
Yeah,
3 times.
He didn't have the energy.
BK said, new SNS lineup, Brucifer has replaced Matt, and Dom is now a permanent host. We welcome that change, but I don't think it's going to happen since Brucifer abruptly left because he couldn't handle the heat, so he got out of the kitchen. Damien says, BK, stop lying. I thought we discussed the issue a while ago. Canadian survivalist with a pink hand.
That's a jazz hand.
Jazz hand. GT says, into the rest stop toilet stall with lots of, yeah, good day, sir. You lose. You get nothing. Good day, sir. Tyson says, boo, we need more copyright strikes. And it just goes on and on and on.
I do like
Damien
Tyson's
says,
icon there.
Damien says, Sam, $40 more books, and you can get laid
Well,
for
he
the
means
night in an
bucks.
alley.
The next one he says bucks. Correct.
Bucks.
More bucks.
Okay.
There you go.
GT says, was Kyle charged with touching the pickle with an underage man? Nah, he was. He got his ass whooped by Corey Feldman. So
there you go.
Ed says, out of town tonight. It pains me. I'm going to miss Sam's segment. Aw. But you can catch it on the rewind.
I don't think it pains you that much, Ed. I don't think it pains you at all.
Oh.
But, so Sam got monetized and got a payout from Twitter or X. And what about you, Sticks? Got any proms going on?
No proms. No. I do go back to school in 10 days.
Jesus.
Yeah, 10 days. Back to work.
Back to work.
Yeah, my summer off is almost over.
What do you do at the school again? You're the resource director?
Yeah.
He cleans the bathrooms. He's a
Gotta
janitor.
clean the resources.
He's the janitorial staff.
Do you stand in the bathroom and turn on the alarm whenever someone vapes? Woo, 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 woo. Vape alarm, vape alarm, vape alarm. We're gonna hire someone full time to keep kids from vaping.
Give them any ideas, I'll probably do that. You stand right there, Charlie.
I heard that Sticks is they're going through a drought and where Sticks lives in New York, so they're gonna have him in the bathroom monitoring how long kids wash their hands, make sure they don't use excessive water.
Gonna be like the
30 seconds, kids. 30 seconds. Soap up good.
You're spending too long in that stall. What are you doing, jerking off? Get out of there.
Yeah.
I'm eating my lunch because I have no friends.
I'm combing my hair.
Well, I ain't gonna be your friend. Get the heck out of here. Sticks cop voice is really good.
Well, that's good. Well, what do you say we kick off the show and get it started with our opening topic? So I'll hand it over to Mr. Sam.
This is one of
After I share
those
the
you be the
screens.
judge type topics. You be the judge.
Okay.
So you're gonna throw up?
Yep.
In California, there were sightings of lights in the sky. And to me, it just looks like a drone light show, but people are like, oh, it could be a UFO. It could be a UFO. If you get, I don't know if we have access to the video, but it is the lights, they go up, they hover, they kind of blink in different colors, red, blue, and green, and then they drop back down.
Sticks Boy equals Mr. Mackey from South Park.
And
Off the limb.
what Dom Luker says is more eerie footage of the mass UFO spotting in Palmdale and Lancaster, California has surfaced. This is possibly the clearest and closest footage of a UFO formation. And in this footage, one UFO can be seen coming towards the cameraman and then vanishing in thin air. Yeah, I mean, if you see this video, it just goes up and it comes back down. And with the proliferation of drones, I'm a lot less impressed by UFO footage like this because it's very easy to attribute this to drone lights. But what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. It's hard to really. It's a lot harder nowadays to speculate on, oh, this is a UFO because of what drones can do. You know, like they had literally a giant Galactus coming out of Petco Park at San Diego a few weeks ago. So it's like, what's real and what's not anymore. So you can't, unless it's like hovering over you and you're seeing the beam of light down. I think it's safe to just be like, oh, it's probably drones.
It's probably drones. What about you, Sticks?
Probably a drone or a reflection somewhere. I mean, I assume he's inside, so it might be just the lights on the window. But drone is probably the more accurate guess. As much as I would like to believe that we have UFOs visiting us, I don't think so. Don't think this is it.
Sam, stop making up words.
Hello, what is porvulsion? Did I say that? Did I say something like that?
He wants you to pour Walsh in his ass, whatever that is.
I don't know what that means.
Cardi says it's the end of times.
It's the end of times. It might be the end of times, but for different
Sticks
reasons.
is always on the hunt for the kid who took a dookie in the urinal.
Darn you! Yeah, Project Bluebeam. Do you guys know what Project Bluebeam is? You guys ever heard of that?
I've heard of Project Blue Book.
Yeah, Project Bluebeam is the government getting ready to project a hologram alien invasion, kind of like Dr. Manhattan does in Watchmen with the genetically engineered alien that he creates and then teleports onto the city. The idea being that
What's up, Patrick?
He's going to, or the government's then going to use that to try and galvanize support behind the government and then coalesce a global hegemony in order to subjugate humankind. What's that? Poor evulsion? Poor evulsion.
No, use a portal Walsham. Nobody uses that word, Sam. Stop being a tool.
What? I don't know what he's talking about. Let's rewind the tape.
It's called poopiness. It's a genetic disorder where you poop out of your penis. The fake invasion is hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is that we're also skeptical. Nobody believes anything that anybody says anymore. We just see through it.
Well, you think back to when the Orson Welles War of the Worlds on the radio happened, and
I don't know if I was alive for that, Sticks.
No, but I'm sure you've heard of it.
But you know what it is.
I know you were there. You probably heard it live.
I was sitting there turning the channel and what was this? But I mean, a lot of people all over the country got fooled by that. So it's not, people get fooled all the time.
No AOA. He went to the Corey Feldman concert last night and lost control and got on stage, and Corey kicked his ass and he was arrested. We're waiting for Pete to wire us our super chat money to post Kyle's bail.
Well worth it. It'll be worth every penny.
Yeah. We're gonna start. Sam's working on free Kyle t-shirts as we speak, so they might be on the shop soon to support Kyle's bail.
Putting my X.com money towards Kyle's bail. All $11. Sticks was 70 in 1939.
But with UFOs though, I think everyone's pretty much so desensitized now that unless one actually shows up and lands to where you can see with your eyes, everyone's just gonna kind of whatever it.
Yeah.
If aliens came down in real life and appeared, I still feel like everyone would just kind of shrug it off. Like, I still have to go to work. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. You look better than the government we got now, so whatever.
Thanks, Tom DeLong. Damon says, Sticks, what's the pros and cons of being old, Sticks? Matt, don't laugh. This is serious.
The pros and cons of being old?
Money's
a pro. Do you have
waking up and realizing that body parts you didn't even know could be sore or sore.
Yep.
That's always fun.
Yeah.
I found out my uncle broke his neck a couple weeks ago. He was wrestling one of his cows and he broke his neck. And
what is his name? White Goodman?
No. He
it's a metaphor, but that actually happened.
He raises Black Angus cattle, and he has probably like 50 to 70 head of cattle. And he's 83. He's 83 years old, and he was wrestling cows, and he fell down and broke his neck.
Damn. Is he all right? Other than a broken neck? He's
Other
not
than
paralyzed or anything?
Neck, he's doing okay.
No, he's not paralyzed or anything?
No, he's okay.
That's good. Tyson says, Cardi says, con is he never heard of poopiness.
No.
That's true. That would be a con.
DK says, if you lose a fight to Corey Feldman, there is no redemption.
The fight with Corey Feldman is the redemption. That's what Kyle was after. He just wanted.
Sheesh, Sam. Way to kill a serious moment.
It is a serious bone. You ask for pros and cons. The cons are you get brittle bones. Wrestling cows isn't as easy as it used to be.
Puffy said there are no pros, only cons. AOA says wrestling equals loving. He's loving on some cows.
Well, he does raise some good beef. Anyway,
Ayo.
I would say don't buy the hype. These are just drones. That's my take. And with that,
Still what's like the police ones above them, the red and blue light ones?
yeah, they were changing colors. So they were like cycling between red, blue, and green.
Oh yeah, then they're definitely drones. Have you heard about the blue orbs that are just showing up places?
No.
So there's, I guess, like just solid blue orbs that are showing up in the sky and then disappearing. So I think those might be something, but these are just
drones.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to believe.
Yeah, but there's nothing. There's nothing to believe in right now. Nobody has credibility. The only people who have credibility are this channel. SNS. We're the only people with credibility.
Cardi says 83 is the year of the boob-shaped numbers.
So it's 38. Well, I'll tell you what. He
His
doesn't
nephew
live.
Sam there to help his uncle versus the crippler cow.
He doesn't live too close to me. He lives in southern Utah. So it's a bit of a drive. It's a bit of a drive. I have bought beef from him before, but it's a big drive. It's about an 8-hour drive. He's a good guy.
All right. If aliens really took over, are we screwed?
I don't think so.
The Galactic Federation of Life will protect us.
I don't think we're that screwed.
They're already among us, Damien. Don't you know that? Tyson says, I believe in the SNS crew. Thanks, Tyson.
You got that right.
Three Rivers said, why would aliens have some colored lights as us? Would they even see same wavelengths of light?
That's a great point. And they probably would not have the same color lights as us. The reason
Bought beef equals loving.
The reason we use red, green, and blue is because the combination of those equals white light to our eyes. But that may not be the case with everybody's eyes.
Lizard people.
Yeah, lizard people.
So that's a great point. Good job, Three Rivers. Lizard people. If you guys want to learn more about all of the weird and paranormal stuff, you can check out our channel, Thresholds of Reality. Kyle and I did a bunch of interviews of folks and kind of investigations into paranormal and weird stuff over, gosh, it's been almost a year since our last episode, but we did a lot of episodes. And it's a channel that's going to be revived as soon as Kyle stops working nights.
Nice. I can't wait for more Thresholds. You guys had some awesome guests on there.
We did have some really good guests.
Like Jason Porn.
Jason Porn is probably a highlight. Yeah, probably the highlight of that channel.
I personally like the UFO Cowboys.
They were good. We had lots of psychics and maybe one or two that actually could see the future. A lot of psychics who just were like, I didn't really buy into them, but there were a couple who were good.
Y Files is a great YouTube channel too. Love Hecklefish.
Oh my gosh, I love Y Files too. I have a Hecklefish T-shirt. I wore it last week. Did you guys see it? No. I love Y Files. I strive to have the quality of Y Files. He hasn't released a new episode in a while though.
Kyle's prostitution work is bringing in extra cash. Matt, get Lance in here. We need a cameo from him. Nope. Can't do it. Can't do it.
We have some contractual obligations that prevent
Sam would leave the show if that happened. Sam would be out.
I'd have to duck out.
So
awesome. We're gonna hit the news.
Yeah, let's do it. With that, we'll jump into the news. If I can find the thing. There it is. Kicking us off, woman sentenced to 9 years for stealing $1.5 million in chicken wings. Vera Liddell, 68, pleaded guilty to felony theft for stealing more than 11,000 cases of chicken wings valued at $1.5 million. The Cook County Sheriff's Attorney Office said, our state's Attorney Office said, from July 2020 through February 2022, Mrs. Liddell engaged in a perverse embezzlement scheme by placing hundreds of unauthorized orders from food items, primarily chicken wings. During a mid-year audit in January 2022, the district business manager discovered the food service department had already surpassed its annual budget by $300,000. Upon closer review, she discovered initial invoices signed by Liddell for massive quantities of chicken wings and items that never served to students because they contained bones, the court document said.
So first off, the people she was a lunch lady. She was a lunch lady in Cook County, and this was a school. This was a school's money that she was using, and she just bought 11,000 cases of chicken wings over the course of how many years was it? 2 years over the course of 1.5 years. 1.5 years, 18 months.
Jesus.
What did she do with the wings? Was she selling them? Was she eating them?
She's taking them home, probably feeding them to her family.
She don't look like she was eating.
Well, chicken wings have a very high retail value. So she was probably selling them. I bet she was selling them.
Selling them for what, pray tell?
For restaurants, or for maybe she was cooking them and selling them? I bet she was selling them to restaurants.
I like to think that maybe she had a side business where she had a nice little food, like a food truck, and she was just using them to supply her food truck with the necessary amenities to make that money. She's like, this school ain't gonna miss this chicken.
You know, these types of hustles are really interesting. There was a parking attendant in the UK at a zoo, and he worked there for many years, and he would collect the money for the parking lot and then let people in, and they would park. And he worked there for probably 25 years. And one day he retired, and the zoo went to the city and was like, okay, you're going to hire us a new parking attendant. And they're like, what are you talking about? You've always had free parking. They estimated that the parking lot attendant made somewhere in the range of $15 to $25 million in parking fees that he just kept them. There was no parking lot attendant. He just kept them.
Wow. Smart businessman right there. Damien says, really, lady? She literally just embraced the stereotype. God damn.
Yeah.
Three Rivers says, I guess those are hot wings. Be here all week. Tip your waitresses.
Hey-o!
At her age, that could be a death sentence.
Well, yeah.
She was selling the wings to a restaurant.
Yeah, that's what you would do, right? You're fencing stolen goods. You got to get them to someplace. She's sourcing cheap wings to this restaurant or restaurants. Yeah.
Well, it's not like you're gonna have 11 cases of wings at your house. Just
11,000.
Well,
maybe she
per
was
invoice.
just, like I said,
whatever the invoice was.
Maybe she was trying to start her own side hustle, and she had Vera Lindell's Nashville hot chicken wings, and she was selling them out of the back of a food truck.
Yeah, she did it. Hustles. The hustlers are out there. You got to keep your eyes open.
Hey, in this economy with inflation, you got to find ways to make money, right?
That's right.
That's right.
She could see it coming. She got
Robin
halfway
Hood
through
of sorts.
COVID. She got halfway into COVID, and she's like, okay, it's time for the wings to get stolen.
Maybe she thought that because everything, like you said, because of COVID and everything shutting down, that they were just going to go bad. So she put them to good use.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is that they didn't even order them. They didn't order chicken wings because they had bones. They didn't want kids choking on them.
Yeah, they don't order those. She was ordering for herself. She must have been in charge of the order.
Yeah, she was probably the supplier or the purchaser.
Yeah.
Good for
Crazy.
her. We need more entrepreneurs out there.
So what was her sentence? 9 years?
9 years for stealing $1.5 million in chicken wings.
Crazy.
That's just made her.
That's a lot.
Make
of
her work there
prison
for
time over
free.
some chicken wings.
Nope, you're just not getting a paycheck. You're going to work here for free. Hard to find people to work, especially in a school.
Sticks, you better come clean about your beef patty scam.
Oh,
You have to go to high school.
Keep that on the DL, BK. Keep that on the
Sticks is
DL.
selling vape pens to high schoolers in the bathroom.
Cardi says 9 years in the coop.
Nice.
But
I got one of those homemade grills in the stall.
Frying up chicken wings.
listen, I don't want to hear you cooking up beef patties in the bathroom because that's a whole different analogy there.
I got big patties in my pants.
Hey, Joe, what's up?
Hey, heard you guys were a
Joe.
little short-staffed tonight. Figured I'd pop into the most popular show on Renovision.
Oh yeah,
At least we
That
were
was-
2 weeks ago.
yeah.
Hey, ride it as long as you can. No reason not to.
You got any thoughts on Chicken Wing Lady?
It's impressive.
I have a feeling this is going to be a movie.
It should
It's gonna
be.
a Netflix movie.
If they could cast Nick Cage in a movie about making fucking Madden for EA Sports, I think they can make a Chicken Wing Lady movie. Why not?
Yeah, this is going to be Kevin Hart starring as the Chicken Lady.
Yeah. I'm in for that. I'd watch it.
I was gonna say, what's her name? Tiffany
Tiffany
Amber
Haddish.
Thesis.
Haddish. There you go. The other one that's always in Kevin Hart movies.
Oh yeah. You get her. Who's the other one that's always in there?
Taraji P. Henson.
There you go. That's what I was thinking.
Is Joe gonna bring?
Thank you
it
for
to us
reading my
tonight?
mind. Maybe. I don't know. Just telling strip club stories last night.
Oh shit! I'll have to go back and watch that.
Joe heard thighs and he ran to the show.
Thighs and breasts. News here.
Yeah, I want to know more. I want to know more about the heist. I want to know how she stole them all and how she moved them.
Then you won't pay your $15 to go see the movie.
Yeah. 11,000 cases over the course of 18 months. That's roughly what?
A shitload of chicken wings. That's what it is.
Cases. What, 700 cases a month?
Damon says, Joe, I'm glad you're here. I got an important question only you can answer.
I mean, I paid to go see Rogue One. And I know they all died in the end. So, I just want to know a little more about the story before I go.
Yeah, this
I wanna know what she
is
did
going to
with
be a great documentary. I love it.
I want to know where because she stole them. So it's not like she was just selling them out of the school.
No.
The school was maybe closed down during COVID. So she literally stole the 11,000 cases of chicken wings. How does one store that? And I want to know if she was selling bad meat or not. That's part of the story I want to know.
BK says Joe attends strip clubs that also double as daycare centers.
I did regale everyone last night about a story about being in Baltimore and there being a stripper that was 8.5 months pregnant dancing.
Oof.
Yeah.
We have I live close to Luke Air Force Base out here, and they have a place called Coyote Cabaret, and everyone around here calls it C-section Cabaret because it's where single mothers work at, and they all have C-section scars.
Oh my gosh.
So.
It's something.
That's brutal.
Three Words says her motto was "Nobody beats our meat."
It's such a weird story. Like to steal that many chicken wings, you had to have had a secondary market where you were selling them directly. I just want to know the mechanics of it all. It's like when you hear somebody laundered money, you want to hear the scheme in which they laundered the money. It's not interesting that they just launder.
Oh, so you want to franchise it? Is that what's happening, Joe? You want to?
Yeah, I
franchise Lydell's Chicken.
I just want to hear the business plan.
Damien says, recently I seen
little.
2 BBW women fighting and I got a chub. Is that a normal amount of filth or am I weird?
No, that's fair. That's fair.
He wants
That's
to
fair.
know. Yeah.
Were they fighting over chicken wings?
Chicken Little is what it's called. Chicken Lydell.
Bad meat.
Did it just move a little, or were you fully turgid?
Yeah, what's the percentage?
He was
Either way, it's okay.
half-mast.
Depending on how many bees are in that. 1 or 2.
It went from about 6 to 11 instead of 6 to midnight.
And there's a very thin line between BBW and curvy. There's a thin line. Some people throw the curvy on the BBW and throw the BBW on the curvy.
I mean, at a certain point, it's just 2 circles bumping into each other, right? You might as well be turned on by a Venn diagram.
Yeah.
Joe wants to be the Escobar of chicken wings.
First, you get the chicken, then you get the women, then you get the money.
I just noticed his logo sticks.
Yeah.
Boy, attorney at life law.
Attorney at life law.
Thank God. Thank you, Joe. And yes, I was very excited. I had to rush like no other.
There's nothing wrong with a full figure.
Cardi thinks there's a team of them. She probably had a team of women.
Yeah. One of them was played by Christina Hendricks.
This seems like a perfect role for Taryn Manning in this movie. He feels like it would fit perfectly.
Joe gets here and now we're talking about hard-ons. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
It didn't take long at all.
Well, nobody has any more details on the chicken scheme, so I'm stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna franchise. We're gonna call it Chicken Little. That's what we're calling it.
That's not bad. Liddell.
Yeah.
Chicken Liddell. Yeah, that's
Liddell.
That's some pretty damn good branding there, Sam.
I mean, it's unavoidable. Like, what could you do better than that? Chicken Liddell. Chicken Little. Perfect. The script writes itself.
I mean, I know down here in some of the neighborhoods outside of DC, people used to sell food out of their house all the time. You'd be able to go get greens and stuff like that, and people would just run it like a restaurant right out of their house. So,
yeah, I've seen some sketch comedy about people just running barbecue joints out of like an abandoned neighborhood house. It's just all run down.
People used to do it on the streets near where I grew up. They would go down by the bridge and they would set up. They would have the half cut barrels, and they would go down there. And you used to be able to get quarter chicken or half chicken all the time. And it was one of the best lunches around. It was dirt cheap. You get a half chicken, barbecue chicken. It's good.
There you go.
Charlie said that's the movie title, Chicken Heads.
Chicken.
Yeah.
Chicken Liddell heads.
Yeah, it's a tough economy, man. You gotta make your nut where you make your nut.
Christina Hendricks, I'd like buffalo sauce off her.
Oh, she's good stuff.
There you go.
All right, moving on. Cross-filmed adaptation in the works with the boys' co-creator. Cross, the viciously violent comic book series, is getting a feature film adaptation. Garth Ennis, who co-created the original comic, will even be penning the script for the movie. The Hollywood Reporter has reported that a crossed film is officially in the works.
How?
It's the third comic book worked on by Ennis that will be given a live-action treatment following Preacher and the Boys. The crossed film will be developed by 6 studios after the indie company acquired the script. As of now, the search for a director is underway, with plans to start filming this fall. No cast members have yet been attached to the project.
I don't know if anyone's read Crossed, but it makes like The Boys and Preacher look like something you could just set in a church pew.
Yeah, that's
Crossed is dark.
It's either going to be real toned down or like
or
weird.
The Terrifier level of violence.
Yeah, or
it's something like, I mean, Garth Ennis is, he's known for having a certain level of shock value in his work, being pretty dark, but this is Garth Ennis at 11.
What's
Davey
it
said,
about?
wow, are you serious? I just seen these books at Dollar Bin hunting today. There you
Better go back and get them.
What's it
Go
about?
back and get them. We know how option news moves, books. Just look for number one, because that's all that ever works for indies anyway.
I mean, it's you got to think that name alone, Garth Ennis and creator of The Boys and Preacher would do, especially creator of The Boys would get people moving for it.
I'm a little confused that they're going with feature film, because the level you would have to go in terms of putting something close to the source material out would almost make it an NC-17 movie.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're gonna have to tone it down, because I don't know how they're gonna get anything under NC-17. But that's probably why they probably can't even put it on TV. They'd probably have to tone it down even more for TV.
Yeah. Which says a lot for what they did with The Boys. Although nothing is more disgusting than in The Boys than how bad that last season was of The Boys.
Oh, I didn't think it was that bad.
Oh, it was pretty bad. It was wasted talent of those actors. It was so bad I had to go back and watch all 4 seasons of Banshee just to get the star.
To get the stench out of your eyes.
Did you say what's it about, Sam?
I just looked it up.
Oh, I was gonna say it's
dark wish fulfillment.
Yeah.
Dark is underselling it.
Damien says, I didn't pick any up because I didn't know about it, and it does look brutal.
Yeah.
3 says, my LCS just bought a collection from a guy who only collected modern number ones. Interesting collection.
How many Darkhawks did you have?
Yeah. How much did you get for like $500?
How many Sleepwalkers?
I've seen quite a few people like on Whatnot. If you even put up a number one, they snatch it up right away.
That'd be fun.
Doesn't matter what it is.
Next.
Doesn't matter what frick it is.
It says that Garth Ennis is actually writing the script though too, so it makes me think it'll be better than if just some rando is writing it.
Hollywood seems to kind of fall in love with like one creator or a couple creators and just kind of let them run projects through.
Yeah, until the dollars stop flowing.
Yeah. I mean, well, Mylar was a little short-lived with Netflix, but I mean, they bought the whole universe,
right?
And Jupiter Ascending wasn't so ascending, but
well, as far as the Mylar verse goes, I think they just picked the wrong books to start with.
And I didn't even think it was that bad. They had, the series they had.
I probably would have pushed Kick-Ass or Huck or something other than Jupiter Ascending right off the rip, but
yeah.
They just were aching to see some Channing Tatum with pointy ears.
I know. I'll be happy to see when Tinian starts getting something actually happening.
What's the next Kirkman property to get a show? Spec Firepower?
I hope so. I got plenty of Firepower books.
What's the other one he was doing?
I mean, if they want to go dark, they should go Fire Punch.
I mean, Fire Punch. If Kirkman's smart, he'll just get in on the G.I. Joe Transformers train.
Oh,
well, I talked to him at San Diego Comic-Con in an interview, and he said that he's with Invincible. He's trying to get more of his properties in the animation realm. So like Battle Pope, he said he's been trying to work on Battle Pope, trying to bring Outcast to animation. Those are 2 of his properties. Trying to think of what the next one would be. He said he's more focused on doing the animation side of it than selling his properties.
Invincible's been fantastic.
Joe, were you talking about Jupiter's Legacy?
Yeah, Jupiter's Legacy.
You said Jupiter Ascending. Jupiter Ascending totally different movie.
Yeah.
Jupiter's Legacy was
My brain ain't worth a shit on the weekends.
I mean, he did a lot of work on Marvel. He's Oblivion Song. That's what I was thinking of. Oblivion Song. But
yeah, that was a good popular indie run. It was.
no, I was not screaming it in the bathroom talking to him. I was gonna put it out, but it's only audio. So it was roundtable interviews. So it was during they had a huge panel for Amazon animation. So like I got to talk to the Kirkman and the dude who's part of the Critical Role. Well, the guys that are part of the Critical Role team, and then part of the Sausage Fest show and movie writing team, and then Kirkman. And so it was only audio. They wouldn't let us do video recording, so I never put it out. But just because I don't want to put a blank screen and a bunch of audio under it.
Well, you could have put a picture of him up there. And...
Yeah, why didn't you put a slideshow together?
Just a picture of me and then a picture of him, and each time we talk, we just make stupid faces.
No, you throw up pictures of the.
I still might do it.
Get a picture of you going like this.
Just do the Conan O'Brien where they cut out the mouth and then you impose your mouth in it, and
there we go.
One of those while it's going.
That's a great idea, Joe.
Ghostbusters animated series on Netflix. What you need to know. Netflix is stepping into the Ghostbusters game with a brand new animated Ghostbusters series announced back in 2022. The series is finally gaining traction, with Variety reporting that Elliot Callan has joined the project as a writer and executive producer. If his name sounds familiar, it's because he was the head of the writer for The Daily Show with Jon Stewart and played a key role in the Cult Mystery Science Theater 3000 revival. He was also on. We also interviewed him on MCM. Because he was doing the book Maniac of New York.
Oh, yeah.
Now he's bringing his sharp wit to the supernatural world of Ghostbusters. This animated series is being handled by Sony Pictures Animation, with Ghostbusters veteran Jason Reitman and Gil Kenan from Ghostbusters Corp. Incorporated on board executive producers. These two are no strangers to the Ghostbusters universe. They co-wrote Ghostbusters Afterlife and its frosty follow-up, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. With their involvement, fans can expect the animated series to capture the same vibes that made the recent film so enjoyable. The show's exact pilot details are still under wraps, but sources hint that the series will stay true to the tone of the recent movies, mixing horror with supernatural in a way that only Ghostbusters can. This will be the third animated series in the Ghostbusters franchise, following the Real Ghostbusters and Extreme Ghostbusters. Both previous series became cult classics, and Netflix's new take on the franchise has some big shoes to fill.
Are they overestimating the love of this IP?
Yes.
I think they're underestimating the love of this IP.
I don't know. I don't think Frozen Empire was as well received as they make it seem.
I just don't know if anyone's really. It wasn't bad, but I'm not like clamoring like build out that Ghostbusters universe for me.
I wanted to build it out more, but I want to be, and I understand like money probably can't do it. I want to be more Ghostbusting action. Like that's my biggest gripe is I don't want all this boo-hoo back and forth. I want to actually see them like busting ghosts for the majority of the movie, not just all this build up of, oh no, we got this creepy guy coming, and then at the end he's there for a whole 20 seconds and then the movie's over.
Yeah, I mean there's not like a lot of the drive of it is the mystery behind the big bad. And
I need a Vigo level villain.
Yeah, the foreboding of the villain as they resurrect themselves from whatever ghostly prison they may be in. And if they do it well, it doesn't matter that the villain's only there for the climax because it's had the build up the whole time. You know, the Ghostbusters 1 did that well. Ghostbusters 2 a little bit not quite as well, but still pretty good. I don't think, you know, I thought the Ghostbusters Afterlife did a decent job of it. I don't think
by remaking Ghostbusters 1.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
That's what they basically did. It's all for sure. The same.
I don't think Frozen Empire did a very good job of it. And certainly the female version of Ghostbusters didn't do it very well at all.
That doesn't count. We're just going to memory hole that thing somewhere. That was was an abomination.
Yeah.
Except for Chris Hemsworth, who's fantastic in Furiosa, by the way, which I just watched today.
Doing his disco dance in the female Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
I want more Ghostbusters. I love this franchise. I loved Frozen Empire, and I loved the Afterlife. So I'll definitely. But I grew up on it. I loved, like I'm sure the rest of us did. I loved real Ghostbusters as a kid.
Mhm.
I used to play the video game on my Commodore 64.
Yeah, definitely didn't really care about Extreme Ghostbusters, but it's a franchise that's near and dear to my heart that I love. I just want more ghost busting action. That's all. I want less conversation and more busting ghosts.
Bustin' makes you feel good?
Absolutely.
I ain't
Always.
afraid of no ghost.
But I'll watch it. I'm here for it. Netflix, let's go. Stan Lee was once jealous he wasn't asked to play this iconic Marvel role. The well-beloved comic book writer and creative leader at Marvel Comics, was present in several of their big on-screen superhero films, from the early 2000s X-Men film to the flagpole Avengers films of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Stan Lee has cameos here or there in almost all of them. But in an interview with GQ, actor J.K. Simmons revealed that the comic book legend had originally wanted his role in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy. While breaking down his iconic role as J. Jonah Jameson with GQ, J.K. Simmons spoke about meeting Stan Lee for the first time, and then he told him about his part in the movie. I had never met Stan, and I didn't even know, and this is kind of obvious to anybody who really paying attention or is smarter than I am, that J. Jonah Jameson was kind of based on Stan Lee. The comic version of himself, Simmons said, he confessed to me that at the time that he was a little jealous that they didn't ask him to play the part in the movie. I wouldn't have wanted him to be J. Jonah Jameson.
No.
I think they killed it with J.K. Simmons, and I'm glad he's still playing the role.
Nailed it.
Stanley was perfect having those tiny little cameos that he had in movies.
Sure.
That was enough Stanley. That's all I needed.
Yeah, Matt wants a little less conversation, but a little more action. Yep. But shocker that Stan Lee was jealous or upset about something, though. Not Stan the man.
Thank you for quoting Elvis Tyson.
But poor Stan Lee. You're just saying that because you like the movies.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know what else there is to say about this.
Nice.
What?
Yeah. New York Comic Con now 5 days long, Wednesdays for comic retailers. And New York Comic Con is expanding from 4 days to 5 days in 2024 to match San Diego Comic Con, but only if they are a comic book retailer. The state they stated that Wednesday, the 16th of October, for New York Comic Con week will be dubbed Retailer Day for comic book retailers and sponsors of the event. More than just a preview night, it will be a full day of programming, meetups, and more, running from noon to 9 p.m. as a closed-door event for presenters and those with comic industry pro badges, something it has been hard and more expensive to get in recent years.
More days.
You're going to New York Comic Con, aren't you, Sticks?
I am. I'll be there on Saturday that week.
Oh, you're only going Saturday?
I'm only going Saturday.
Boo this man. You should see if Marco can get you a comic industry pro badge.
Yeah, if you can, I'll go longer.
Go with the Wednesday. Be the man, Sticks.
Yeah, you don't need to police vaping kids on Wednesdays. You can be at the Comic Con.
Yeah.
I agree.
Wednesday, October 16th. You don't need to be anywhere near those kids. But good for New York Comic Con. Good for comic book professionals and retailers.
Yeah.
DC's Renee Montoya is the question again in new Justice League series. Following a 3-part story in The Brave and the Bold, writer Alex Segura will continue the adventures of Renee Montoya, the Question, in a new series along with artist Cheyenne Tormey.
Sure.
Sean? Is it Sean Tormey?
Is it Sean?
Or Cyan?
I don't speak Gaelic.
Kian.
Segura, mysterious
Kian
mystery
there.
novelist,
Actually, it is Kian, I believe.
is also writing Spider Society for Marvel right now. Fuck, I'm not gonna read that book then.
No.
And Mad Cave's new take on Dick Tracy and the new series titled The Question, All Along the Watchtower. Montoya will be asked to solve a series of crimes with murder in the mix, whether that means a Justice Leaguer will actually be victim or whether there's some other reason the investigation has to happen out of the Watchtower is anyone's guess at this point. I'm out just based on the fact that they're writing Spider Society, because that book was not good.
No.
Yeah,
Issue 1 of that book was not great.
Marvel and their need for 3,000 Spider characters is unnecessary.
Yes. Yeah, we'll talk about them in First Prince of the Week, but just create more Spider characters for no reason.
One of them will hit. One of them will hit.
Yep.
And this is actually, I've kind of wondered for a while, like why we haven't gotten, with the popularity of like murder podcasts and things like that, why we haven't gotten a Question TV show or movie or anything like that yet. It's surprising to me that we haven't seen this IP used yet, especially since we've had Swamp Thing and we've had several different iterations of Constantine.
They had that Sandman series, the original Sandman, which
was looks easy to draw.
Yeah, I think I could do that one.
Her face looks easy to draw, but it might be difficult in makeup.
Looks like she got a nice lift there too.
Yeah, she's definitely got her chesticles up at attention for you there, Joe.
She's not one of the C-section strippers.
No,
I don't think that's the question.
Definitely not a C-section stripper.
No.
Marco is a dirty flipper who sells it. Damien says there should be 15 different Spider characters tops.
Well, you have 130,000.
4 tops.
And then they're like, "Hey, it's working for spiders, so let's do it for symbiotes too. Why not?"
Mm-hmm.
Although I actually really like the symbiote Venom Wars Spider-Man book this week.
Yeah, I can't get into it. It's too much. I've just been out of it for too long. It's something I just don't want to pick up again.
Tyson said, "Who's looking at her face anyway?"
Hey,
exactly. She's ready to pop some buttons there on that shirt.
She's almost out of uniform.
Nailed it, Sticks.
Marvel previews Wolverine Revenge by Jonathan Hickman and Greg Capullo. I'm excited for this book.
That's a good team up.
2 of the comic book industry's most popular creators are putting their own spin on Wolverine. Writer Jonathan Hickman and artist Greg Capullo are collaborating on Wolverine Revenge, a new 5-issue miniseries that will pit Logan against a slew of adversaries and what's sure to be a bloody romp across the Marvel Universe. After passing the baton on the X-Men franchise, Hickman helped redefine the balance of science and magic and gods, while also relaunching the Ultimate Universe and penning Ultimate Spider-Man. As for Capullo, he's returned to Marvel after 30 years absence to illustrate covers for Wolverine and Deadpool. Now we get to see what the 2 powerhouses have in store for Wolverine. And this continues the red band train because you're going to you get red bands of this now. And
my only problem with this is it's only 5 issues. And can Hickman actually do something in 5 issues?
Yeah. Well,
he normally takes a little while to start cooking. He normally starts out good and crafts something, and it goes on and gets bigger and bigger and bigger. But 5 issues is pretty tight.
I love me that Wolverine though. I love Capullo's art. It's so good.
And Capullo on Wolverine is just on Wolverine or Spider-Man, mainly Wolverine is.
And
fantastic.
Spawn, his Spawn covers are fantastic too.
Oh yeah, but now that he's doing stuff for Marvel, I'm glad they're using him appropriately.
Damien says the red band is gimmicky ass shit. It's not brutal, to be honest.
No, it's not at all. And the fact that they're doing they're doing the stupid EC homage covers for the Wolverine stuff too. It's like
lazy.
You had the Blood Hunt stuff with the red band, and you had the EC homage covers that kind of made them special with the 125s. Now you're just going to start doing a bunch of red band EC homages. That's kind of blows the load on that.
And I mean, this number one has a lot of cool covers too. So
Yeah, it's Wolverine inside a dinosaur mouth. That's
right.
I'm there.
Sign me up.
I'll buy it and read it regardless. I like a good Wolverine story.
Batman and Santa Claus crossover sequel announced by DC. Here's a team up we never know we needed. The DC universe is about to get a lot more festive. On Thursday, the publisher announced Batman Santa Claus Silent Night returns number one, a 5-issue sequel series to the last year's Batman Santa Claus Silent Nights miniseries. The book will be written by Jeff Parker with art by Lucas Kenter. Batman Santa Claus Silent Night returns number one will have a main cover by Bernard Chong and variant covers by Dan Mora, Kevin Wade, and Eric Henderson, with a polybag evergreen scented. Oh, Jesus Christ. Polybag evergreen scented variant cover by Dan Hips. The series will be published weekly on Wednesdays between November 27th and December 25th.
Okay.
So
they had some good covers in the
evergreen
one they did last year.
scented polybagged cover.
Didn't they have a scented cover last year too?
Yeah,
nice.
exactly. Pine Sol sticks.
Pine Sol.
So we got some of our covers. We got the main cover.
Ho ho ho.
Where's Zatanna? What did they do to you?
I know. It's of anybody to screw up on that cover. That's the wrong one.
Who's this Chewbacca looking guy?
That's Damien's like pet mutated bat that he rides around on. I can't remember the thing's name.
The bat?
Yeah.
It looks like a Scottish Terrier.
I was gonna say it looks like a Scotty dog.
Well, that reindeer is just a little too excited.
He's having a great time.
Dan Mora. That's a pretty badass cover. I like that.
Dan Mora's great. He's really fantastic. Both when he does interiors as well, it's fantastic.
The 1 in 25 by Kevin.
I love his milk and cookie gut there, but he's looking pretty jacked.
Dude, look at his fucking bulge.
Little treasure trail there.
Definitely. That's Damien watching two BBWs fight. Right there. That's about the chub right there.
Yeah.
Check out my mistletoe.
His sexy Santa calendar. But yeah, fucking Santa is properly jacked. Wonder what happened right here. These got cuts.
Those aren't cuts. There's a muscle like that.
Those are stretch marks.
Those are muscles.
He lost some weight.
If you're jacked, you have muscles there.
That 1 in 25 is zesty ass shit. The Eric Henderson cover. That's booty hole. This fucking reindeer looks like it got rabies.
I can't even. It's hard to even tell what the fuck's going on there. I mean, I see there's bats coming out of the chimney, but it takes a while to stare at it and figure out what's going on. Looks like a xenomorph there next to him. It's a little scary.
Yeah, it does. It's supposed to be a bat flying away, but yeah. Then we got the polybagged variant.
This is the one that's scented.
Your scented variant.
Yeah, one of those gimmicks.
And some interiors.
Preview there. Look at little Damien sitting by the tree. Look, he's trying to cop a feel on Zatanna.
Like who hires Zatanna as the babysitter?
Batman.
Me for she can babysit me any day.
For yourself.
That'd be fine.
Oh ho ho.
I mean I won't buy any of these covers, but on the second issue, if they have a Zatanna cover, I'll buy it.
Santa Claus and Robin swinging into action there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pass on this one. Don't need any more. I don't need Batman Santa Claus stuff.
No.
But that's it for the news. Now we're gonna hand it over to Sam for Ed's favorite segment of the night. Big
Turn
news
it up.
and
Turn
anime.
it up.
Watch your ears.
Turn it up, man.
I like that. With the cans on, I got a lot more of the bass than when I'm watching it on TV. That was awesome.
Man, you guys love that Attack on Titan, and guess what? They're going to do a film. They're going to do a theatrical release. Looks like they mixed up. Or I mixed up my slide, but the theatrical release of Attack on Titan finale chapters is coming to theaters in October. You will be able to see kind of a summary or a compilation of the finale episodes of Attack on Titan hitting theaters.
Is it October or November?
November. Yeah, sorry, November. So more Attack on Titan headed your way. Next up, the first episodes of Don to Don was a series that I absolutely love, and you guys will love it too. Is also going to be headed to theaters in September, hitting North American theaters September 13th through the 15th. So before it hits Netflix, you guys can check it out in theaters. This series is going to be a runaway success, I can tell you already.
I'm glad they seem to be putting more of this stuff in theaters, even if it's limited runs.
Yeah, theaters need content, and this content's very popular, and this content also needs wider exposure before it heads to exclusive stream sites. So it's a match made in heaven.
It's also fun to see it on the big screen.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is going to be a great series. You guys are going to love this. So I'll check it out and let you know if it's worth it. But hopefully on September 13th and 15th, we're all in the theaters watching that show get kicked off. All right, next up. Jujutsu Kaisen is just about over. There's a lot of big series ending in Shonen Jump this year. We just reached the end of My Hero Academia, and Jujutsu Kaisen is also going to be reaching its end before the end of the year. It is going to be the final arc is reaching its climax this week in the series, and then it'll probably wrap up in the next 3 or 4 issues. They're also going to be announcing a huge, unbelievable project in the Shonen Jump this week that we don't know yet, but it'll probably be a spin-off series or something like that. So,
of Jujutsu Kaisen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you like Jujutsu Kaisen?
My son does.
Yeah. Fantastic series. The anime has done 2 seasons. There will be a 3rd season, and it's just about how fast they can produce that series without dropping the quality.
Yeah, he was just binging the series the other day. He had to catch up.
Yeah, so on Netflix you have 2 seasons, and then the prequel movie, which is called Jujutsu Kaisen 0, and it follows one of the more powerful characters that is revealed in the series later in the manga. But very good series. It's doing gangbusters sales-wise because of the story, and the pacing is very good.
BK says Joe will be slowing down all the fan service spots and Don.
And then I mentioned this last week, but it was actually happening during the show, so I didn't get a chance to go through it. But this is the first look at the One Piece, the what do you call it? The reimagining or the reboot of the series. They're trying to go for a more faithful adaptation to the manga. Early parts of the manga were equal parts humor and brutality, and the original animation studio kind of shied away from the brutal parts of it. And I think now they're looking back and saying, we didn't really need to pull the punches on those. I think our audience has matured enough, or the sensibilities have changed where they're okay seeing kind of the brutality of it. And One Piece, the One Piece is going to basically update the art style to the more modern take on it. It was very cartoonish in the first go around, and so I think they're trying to catch it up or release it remaster it in the modern art style. And then the other thing, though, is that the author of One Piece, Eiichiro Oda, he said, I hope that they do something unique and original and don't just copy paste the manga. And I couldn't agree more. I feel like there have been a lot of revisions or re-releases of the same story over and over again. And I think he likes the fact that the live action brought in some other parts of the lore and kind of fleshed out the world. For example, there's a scene that takes place in the live action where Zorro meets up with a guy called Mr. Seven from an organization called Baroque Works, and he chops him in half. And that's something that's not ever depicted in the manga, but they went ahead and made it part of the live action to kind of flesh out the world and show more about the dimension of Zorro and some of the other characters too. And so we'll see how it goes. But I hope that it brings something that just brings more fans to the table. One Piece is winding down, though it's probably going to last another 3 or 4 years at least. We're thinking probably in the 13 to 1400 chapter range it'll probably wrap up, but right now it's at 1120 something, so we still got a few years to go. But yeah, you can check out the One Piece coming in next year on Netflix, and hopefully it's a big hit. And then lastly, on the anime manga stuff, I wanted to highlight the new weekly release, which is Deadpool Samurai. You can read this for free on the Viz Manga app, which is the red app, not the yellow one for Shonen Jump. And we talked about last week the release of season 2 of Deadpool Samurai being hidden in a secret chapter called Secret Steward. And it turned out to be Deadpool Samurai. And now we're understanding what this story is actually about. Deadpool finds out that Sakura Spider, who was introduced in Deadpool Samurai, has been kidnapped and apparently murdered. I don't think she has actually been murdered, but apparently murdered and by some Yakuza goons. And he's after them to find out what happened. And what I think is really hilarious is that at the introduction of this chapter, Deadpool does the Into the Spider-Verse intro, or Across the Spider-Verse intro. He's like, all right, let's do this one last time. I'm Deadpool. And he goes through his little comic book origin story before diving into the mystery of what's going on with Sakura Spider. Oh, right. We'll see you later, Matt. Matt, shut down this slideshow. Shut it down! Shut it down! So anyway, check out Deadpool Samurai on the Viz Manga app. It's an interesting series. I know you guys love Deadpool, and if you need more Deadpool content, you can get it for free on this app. All right.
Sorry, I went to turn my camera back on and accidentally hit the stop screen sharing.
And then this week on let's hit with the highlight.
Please tell me there's a good Fidel story.
I've got lots of Fidel to talk about. So this is Jace. Everyone
wants the Fidel.
Jace is usually one of our best players, and he just had a really rough night. Boom. He got hit in the face 4 times.
And then was he hitting the nards there?
Yeah, right shot.
Yeah.
There's 1,
right in the nards.
2, 3. And then he was kind of getting mad, and so he made some really bad throws, threw into a catch. He was 4 hit in the face. He gets out, and as he's walking out, he gets hit right in the nuts.
Right in the nards.
That's rough, kid.
Yeah. So let's talk about Fidel. Fidel told me this week that he was taking a test to get into the fire academy. I didn't know they had a fire academy. I thought that was just like EVIT. I do have another highlight that I won't show you.
Mm-hmm.
Does Steve Gutenberg's brother run the fire academy?
Yeah, right. It's run by Bobcat Goldthwait. And he said he went to test to get into the fire academy, and he made it first try. And I was like, okay, I think that this is just one of those like private schools, those private like certification schools, where they cost a lot of money and you get a certificate at the end, but it doesn't guarantee you a job or anything like that.
Yeah, like bartending school.
Yeah, something like that. Or like get your nurse certificate or something in 6 weeks or whatever.
TV VCR repair.
Yeah.
The most interesting, accomplished, pathological liar.
I'm surprised. I thought he'd still be in mourning for his fake wife.
He's doing it for his dead wife. He's doing it for his dead wife. But I was like, okay, look, we're turning a page. We're turning a page with Fidel. Now he's making up success stories rather than
aspirational lies versus
instead of depressing ones.
Nice.
So
it's his redemption arc.
Even if it's fake, he's headed in the right direction. The other thing that happened this week, I showed you guys last week the concept of the Fidel box, where Fidel will stand in front of the camera, and I am happy to report that Fidel did not block the camera even one time this week at Dodgeball. Now,
because he didn't show up.
No, he was there. He was there. The other big thing that happened in Dodgeball, so if you'll hit the next highlight. So we have 3 guys who have been playing with us recently who are part of Team USA in Dodgeball. And the guy featured in this clip, his name's Dylan Clarkode, and he's been to play probably 4 or 5 times. And he made a spectacular catch in the gold medal game at the World Dodgeball Championship against Malaysia. Malaysia is a phenomenal team. And the Team USA ended up in the gold medal match against them. They went 6-4 and ended up winning the gold medal. And so I'm really proud of these guys, really happy that they're a part of Triple D Dodgeball, and couldn't be more excited for them. There's actually 6 different categories of dodgeball that they play at the World Dodgeball Championships. This is the big one. This is men's foam. But there's also, of the 6 categories, Team USA was in the gold medal game in 5 of the 6 categories.
Wow.
So Team USA really dominated in dodgeball this year. And if you guys follow USA Dodgeball or World Dodgeball Federation, you'll see a lot of highlights like this. This is from Dodgeball Highlights on Instagram. And there's a lot of content to see. I don't know how much money they got for winning. I know that they all basically had to pay their way to get there. There's not a lot of money flowing through dodgeball currently. But maybe with more success like this, it'll start to pick up. But yeah, check it out. Make sure well, thank you everybody for following Triple D Dodgeball on Instagram. It's always a pleasure to me to see all your support. And we try to hand that support back out to you guys who follow. And so thank you everybody, and make sure you check out USA Dodgeball. You can also check them out. The actual games are on replay on Dodgeball Austria on YouTube, and then Dodgeball TV and Dodgeball TV 2 on Twitch.
So there you go. No, I want the playground balls. There's just something satisfying about the twang.
So that sound
when you beam somebody.
The point. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, just like pink balls.
When did it transition to foam balls?
I don't know for sure. We were using
about 12 or 13.
We were using volleyballs when we started 4 years ago, and then we started to look around and saw that they were using
that
these.
Fucking probably hurt.
It did hurt a lot. I broke a couple fingers. There were a lot of fingers that got broken at that time. Japan uses volleyballs in their national version of dodgeball, but they only use 1 ball at a time, and we were using 3. So yeah, dodgeball has changed a lot. The cloth balls are a lot like volleyballs. They're just not quite as heavy. So I don't know. I don't know what to change, but they've been using these for a while, at least 10 years.
I think in the men's championship, you use the rubber playground balls and you go to town.
I'm not going to complain. And like, you watch the game and you'll be satisfied with the level of action. These guys are very intense. They're absolute world-class athletes.
I just feel like, I don't know.
There's no Australian female breakdancing, but
I mean, to me, like, maybe I'm wrong, but I would think like it feels like you're losing all your power throwing foam balls?
No, I mean so there are co-ed games there, Hartman. Yeah, there's co-ed divisions, but there's men's, women's, and co-ed. You don't lose power. The ball does. Okay, so as far as like the weight of the ball and the speed that it's coming off, when it hits you, it's like a slap rather than a punch. Okay, so using the heavy volleyballs, that's more like a punch to the face, whereas the foam ones is like a slap. But
they're heavier than like a Nerf ball, though, right? They have
it's about the same. Like Nerf balls don't have as much give as these ones do. Like the whole point of these, you're just trying to touch them. You're not trying to hurt. You're not trying to hurt them. So it's a different thing. But they move very, very quick. These particular foam balls move faster. They're a little bit heavier than the ones that we use. They're also more expensive and harder to find. Like they're really difficult to find in stock. It's like proprietary of this particular organization called World Dodgeball Federation. But it's a fantastic game. When we played in Italy, there's some really competitive people out there around the world. Malaysia has been the world champion in the past.
Well, I mean, their prime minister was almost assassinated.
Wow. By Dodgeball.
That's something we're in common, I guess. But yeah, it was a really fun. I think they played 7 games over the course of the week in each division, and USA was the only one that was undefeated, and that's why they got the gold. So there you go.
Team USA all the way.
USA, USA, USA.
All right, so now we'll be switching gears, and thank you, Sam, as sports report and dodgeball and all that greatness. I love it. The Fidel report.
And Fidel updates.
Yeah, we definitely need more Fidel report.
The Fidel drama.
Yeah, I want to know. I want to know his firefighter journey now.
We're all pulling for him.
We're all pulling for him.
Now he's just going to be telling you like fires he got called on that are like scenes out of the movie Backdraft.
I fell through the floor and fell 7 stories. I died. I came back to life.
Like Fidel, you do know I can read about these fires in the paper, right?
They're building a statue to me.
I got caught.
I got the key to the city.
I'm being promoted to fire captain. First one out of the academy.
I still want to know more about his fake dead wife. That one just was fantastic.
Oh, did I tell you about I've told you guys all about it, but yeah. I
Release it. It's right there. Release the goodness. Come on, Sam.
It's a fascinating story.
She's Italian with a German last name.
Oh yeah, What a guy.
Damien says, "What if Fidel was really living his catastrophe life? Like seriously? Yeah. I don't like. Okay, Fidel did some stuff that was really bad. He bought a car. Did I tell you guys about this car accident he was in? He bought a car from his uncle in Mexico, and he didn't get a title. He didn't insure it, and he spent like $2,500 on this car. And then within 10 days of bringing it home, he was in an accident, totaled his car, and the accident he was in was with a motorcycle that had 2 passengers on it. The driver and then the driver's girlfriend, and they laid it down, and each of them lost a leg.
Oh,
no!
As a result of the accident.
Oh, that's horrible.
Now again, I don't know if any of this is real. I have no idea if any of this is real.
Adolf Mussolini. That was the girl.
So
Hartman says your name ain't Fidel with a clean record.
So he said he couldn't drive himself to Dodgeball, and he needed a ride because he had this accident and his car was totaled. And so I don't know if any of this is real. Like I should look it up. But I have no idea.
You should tell him you got your seats treated in your car and he has to ride in the trunk.
I mean, wouldn't he be in
Just to see
jail
what
if he's
they'll-
driving a car with no insurance, no title, no nothing, and he got in an
In Arizona?
accident where 2 people lost their legs?
Well, it was the other driver's fault because they were drunk and they were also uninsured. And it was their fault to begin with.
It's the perfect storm of disaster.
It's just like,
So it has a happy ending after
I
all.
have no idea how much of this is true. I mean, I could look it up, I guess. In fact, yeah, let me go ahead and do that.
It's more fun not to look it up and just.
Buffy said that picture earlier wasn't drones; it was the aliens coming to take Fidel home.
Yeah, let me just look it up. But I have no idea how much of it is real.
Back to East German Italy.
The guy just like he says things that are just absolutely bonkers, and I think it's just all for my sake. Like he's just trying to keep me driving him to Dodgeball because he doesn't want to buy it. He doesn't want to spend the money.
Did he
He's
buy
gonna
you
have all
a
that
world-
firefighter money now.
Did he buy you a world's best dad mug on Father's Day? Because I feel like being his father figure, you deserve some sort of recognition.
World's best cabbie, probably the better.
Yeah. All right, Echeverria.
Note: Sam is a lawyer.
Okay, so there's no case. There's no case against him. It's like, okay, what's going on here? Come on, man. I feel like he's taking me. He's just lying to everything he tells me about his personal life is a lie.
But that's
just
the
say, "Hey,
fun
man."
part. That's the fun part. You never know what you're going to get. It could be the most outlandish story.
Yeah, I mean, he should have been locked up. He should have been in jail.
Yes.
The reason why he couldn't go with us to Italy, according to him, was that he got in this car accident and he couldn't leave the country because there was potentially going to be a prosecution against him, and then it never materialized. He's just catfishing me constantly.
Sounds like he might need to call Styx, attorney at Life Law.
Yeah, Styx attorney at Life Law to the rescue.
Somebody needs
I
to
am
just write a
taking
screenplay.
on new clients. So
We just need a screenplay. Somebody needs to write a screenplay of this
Yeah.
life story.
and
It's
I'll be the
fascinating.
Willie Matar of
Okay, but the big reveal at the end when all the lies are laid bare is that we knew all along that they were lies. So yeah, we know. No one ever thought that was true.
So you just do the twist in the movie where everything really ends up being true. But you
Yeah,
all
that
thought
would
it
be
was
the
lies.
real twist is that it ended up happening.
He saves you all from a burning building at the end.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Cosmic says we all have friends that will never get to leave the country, unfortunately.
Yeah, for sure.
Poor Fidel. All right. Well, let's talk best and worst covers of the week. We should get free Fidel shirts now too. All right, kicking us off on worst covers of the week, we have Star Trek 23, the Levins cover.
Perennial favorite for worst covers. Star
Oh my
Trek
god,
series.
this is terrible.
who
Yeah.
is that?
That's like
I think it's
Data
supposed to
or
be Data.
brother.
Yeah.
He's playing some four-dimensional chess.
It was
10D chess.
Scotty and
whatever.
No, this is Oh yeah, for sure. This is like a variety of crew members from the various
Yeah.
Star Trek shows, because you got Cisco who's falling, Scotty over there on the plate, Dr. Crusher, some guy, and some blue chick. So yeah.
Who's blue shirt up here?
Yeah, I have no idea who that is.
one of the medical officers.
It's Will
The
Wheaton.
medical officer. Sure. I don't know who the
I don't know.
Can't think of the
blue
race.
girl.
the girl.
The blue antenna girl.
They've only
looking.
shown up a couple times on TV.
Need more sexy Beverly Crusher covers for Star Trek.
Real creepy. Up next, we have Wonder Woman 12, the Gilliam March swimsuit cardstock cover.
What
I
else you like
don't
about
like
this?
Ian Marsh, but
Look at that face.
yeah.
Look at that hair. Somebody needs to go to the hairdresser and get it dyed.
It's like body banging. Then you get to the face, and it looks like someone hit her with a fucking fire extinguisher. Fidel put out her
a lot of
flames.
angles. There's a lot of angles on that face.
She's 80 years old. You'd look like that too if you were 80 years old. Fighting
Oh,
crime all the time.
I mean, with boobs like that at 80, she definitely had work done. And I like how detailed the upper body is, and then just like there's no muscle tone or nothing in the lower body.
But they're shiny.
Just gloss.
Legs are shiny.
They are shiny. She is well oiled. And what? Since when are her bracelets like invisible?
Maybe those aren't bracelets.
Damien says that's Fergie.
That Fergie.
She's as old as sticks. She has no ass. Woo! Someone's liking it.
Yeah, we got stuff. We got stuff going on.
But yeah, the face.
Do better for swimsuit cover.
Yeah, they didn't do.
How
Wonder
dare
Woman
you
very
talk
good.
about Fidel's deceased wife, who is the cover model that way?
Yeah.
Up next, we have Dark Knights of Steel, All Winter #2, cover C,
Lord.
Christian Ward cardstock cover. That's awful.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
I almost thought that was a Frank Miller at first, and I was like, oh, nope. That's
Like-
no bueno.
Is that like a Hobbit? What is that?
I don't even know how to feel about that cover at all.
I don't know. It looks like Link got into the shrooms or something.
It's true.
Yeah,
Link is tripping balls.
it is
Yeah.
rough.
Good old Elseworlds.
Although her finger right here looks like an uncircumcised dong.
It does. It does. Her face looks like she might have an extra chromosome.
Colin says Samwise. This looks like a best cover for Lopez. Who is Lopez?
Who?
Who's Lopez?
Yeah. Rough.
Yeah, the hand is just. I don't know.
Yes, it's a little
Too many. There's too
phallic.
many knuckles there for how many
A little too
fingers he's got.
phallic.
Just 3.
Up next, we have Giant Size Thor #1.
It's a
What the
giant
hell
size
happened to
pile of
Thor?
Shit.
What the hell happened to Hercules?
I don't know who went a little heavy on the inking.
More like Jerkules.
Ew.
Who did this cover?
It's just the main A cover.
Oh, that's not good.
It's from a coloring book.
I don't
Yeah,
see any
it's
names on it.
awful.
Is anyone still reading Thor?
No.
That's why they
I
have to
didn't
make
know
it
people
big.
did read Thor.
Back when Kate's had it, it was a thing for a while.
The
Then he had
Frost
the-
Giants look like
Oh,
they're
yeah.
having just a heck of a time.
Who is
Yeah,
buying this junk?
Way to phone it in on the giant size. Here, pay $10 for this piece of shit.
Right? And that's probably what it's going to be too. $9.99
Yeah.
cover price.
That's just too much. This crap.
I think a lot of times the $4.99 cover price Marvel is charging now is crap.
hmm
We charge this because we get the best artists. And why are you putting out garbage covers? Unacceptable.
And a lot of
The
these too,
insides
they
aren't
have-
any better either.
like normally like the giant side when they do these. There's not a lot of covers either. There's normally like an A cover and maybe a ratio.
Mhm.
So
I'm
it's
trying to
it's
see
not
what I
like
did.
it's not like they got like 7 cover slots to fill and one was shit. It's just like, hey, here's the shittiest one. Let's make it the A cover.
Brian Hitch.
Really, that's a
Yeah.
Hitch cover. That's
Yeah.
weird. Because Hitch has talent.
Yeah, Brian Hitch. Awful.
Yeah, truthfully, it looks like it's an interior page that was just swapped for a cover.
He looks like Axl Rose. Actually, no, he doesn't. He looks like
Who? Thor?
David Lee Roth. Thor, yeah.
Nah, Diamond Dave.
Oh,
I wouldn't be surprised if that's not an interior page that they just grabbed, threw on the cover.
But up next, we have Gotham City Sirens 3, the W. Scott Forbes cardstock cover.
I was kind of torn on this. I kind of like
what's
this.
going on with this cover? Is it me or the blurry?
It's yeah. There's a little Vaseline on the lens. But I don't know. Part of me kind of digs it, but I kind of dig Forbes anyway.
It's the cast of Sex in the City cosplaying the Gotham City Sirens with Sarah Jessica Parker as Harley Quinn.
But it's not a horse
There's
face.
something we don't need.
She
Really
it
Sarah
looks
Jessica
like a horse
Parker.
face along with the mole she has. So
This is gross.
Yeah. Yeah.
Three Words says, speaking of Wonder Woman, I saw the trailer for Snow White. Gal Gadot is
sorry.
asking the mirror who is the fairest of them all. Answer, you are Gal. End of movie. Are we to believe girl playing Snow White makes Gal insecure? Right?
Yeah.
Great point.
Great point. Casting.
Ivy
That
looks
whole
like
movie
Johnny
is a
Winter.
calamity of errors.
Jonathan Winters.
Who is the fairest of them all? You.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Roll credits. Yeah. This poor book. Poor Harley Quinn, man. She's really getting taken through the ringer on covers lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're either really good or really bad.
Who's the gal in the
There's
blue?
never really in between.
Was that
that-
Oracle?
Well, you got Harley and Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy.
Who are the other two?
Catwoman.
Kay Kane or Cassandra Kane.
Okay.
Batgirl.
Yeah, Batgirl and
Oracle.
no,
Punchline.
is her hand down her pants?
I kind of
Her hand's down her pants. Now I'm kind of
Looks
looking
like
at
that, but I don't think so. I think that's.
No, I think that's her waist. Yeah.
Damien and Drag.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, no. Back to where I was, where I'm kind of ambivalent. But, you had me for a second. You had me.
Yeah,
I
you
had,
look
to
really
take,
quick.
I had to take a double take too to see if that was
The level of excitement rose and then went down.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind it. Still not as bad as a Kevin Eastman cover. So
Ziggy Stardust
Yeah.
variant. Weed Richard, Ziggy
Hard to top
Stardust
those.
variant.
Yeah.
It's Punchline.
Ziggy played guitar.
they need to throw all their bells and whistles out. Plus, this is a weekly, isn't it? So they got to crank out a bunch of stuff fast.
Yeah, I think it is. I'm looking to see who the lineup on it is.
Dotson's doing all the A covers, I believe, for this.
Dotson.
And then Forbes is doing the B covers of it. Yeah.
Dotson. We got Dotson here. Oh,
Not,
See,
not
nobody cares.
the old 280Z.
Nobody cares.
Dotson.
Yeah. Batgirl, Catwoman, Poison Ivy, and Harley Quinn.
I wish you looked that good, Tyson.
All right.
So,
So,
yikes.
yikes.
Worst cover of the week, we have Local Man number 13. I think this one made a double appearance this week.
Trencher homage.
Yep.
Oh, you're
God.
taking Tony to task?
Yeah.
But at least it looks like it's supposed to be that way.
Yeah.
So that's
I mean,
that's
Trencher-
something at least.
The original book wasn't anything to write home about either. So
BK
I
wants
actually
to
think
know,
this is a
Marco
good
will be wearing
homage
a
to
red,
it.
white, and blue blouse at the steakhouse in Baltimore.
Martin's in a blouse.
Tyson
Gonna
said the
fill it.
last one is the chick who fucked Joe's friend in a Baltimore strip club.
Like I said,
I really have to go back and watch that episode now.
Yeah.
That was
Daycares and strip
That was a good
clubs and
story.
fucking strippers. And moving on to our best covers of the week, we have Wolverine Revenge number 1, the Greg Capullo cover.
Yeah. Capullo just kills.
Badass cover.
He's just good.
And then we have Wolverine Adventure number 1, the Takashi. Go for it, Sam.
Okazaki.
Okazaki cover.
Okazaki's
I think this
been
cover's
getting more and more
badass.
work. He's been popping out a handful of stuff lately.
So
all his covers are fun.
This
But
dinosaur mouth incident seems to be key to this whole storyline.
I just
looks
like the contrast.
Kind of
of
different. Kind of different
Oh.
from his Yoda covers, right? I mean, it's not the same real style.
he's done a handful of different covers for stuff outside of Star Wars as well.
The next cover is Wolverine Revenge #1.
I love the T-Rex in this, and then how
The Rob
it's
Liefeld
in the
cover.
grays, but
Rob Liefeld cover.
the Wolverine suit. So it's the badass cover.
There's a lot of muscle tone on that suit, though.
That's all right. It works.
I need, if I'm going to have a dinosaur on a cover, I need either a Frank Cho or an Art Adams cover out of that.
Next up, we have Ultimate Spider-Man #8, the Lee Garbett variant.
Garbett?
Garbett variant.
That's cool with the Kingpin thing. I know you've been enjoying this because I know you love the Spider-Man.
What's the better Ultimate, right?
I fell asleep through this series. I kind of gave up on it.
I haven't started it, so I'll wait for the trade.
I'm enjoying it still. It's different enough to keep me intrigued.
Was the Secret Kingpin what really got you excited by this one?
Absolutely.
If I was more of a Spider-Man fan, I would probably be more into it.
Is he really Uncle Ben?
No, he's not Uncle Ben.
I can't keep up with the non-Ultimate Universe Spider-Man, so it's dipping into this thing is a little much. But
is this the storyline where Kingpin starts dating Aunt May?
No,
they've already done that.
Aunt May's dead. Not my dad.
Yeah.
You're not my uncle.
He starts dating Uncle Ben. He starts dating Uncle Ben.
There you go.
That'd be a twist.
Maybe we'll get some more steam room scenes.
Damien, I don't read comics at all, just manga.
Cool.
Then we have Namor 2, the P. Craig Russell cover.
Oh my god.
There's just something about this cover that I really like.
Looks like it was drawn by Sergio Aragonés.
No, it's I think that's a Wally Wood homage.
Yeah, after Wally Wood, yeah.
But I'm not a huge Namor fan, but the covers on the series are fantastic.
Interesting.
Even the A covers are really great through this series.
Too busy playing dodgeball.
But I do like that a lot. I will actually probably get that.
Yeah, it just like I double taked on this one a couple times, and it just every time I looked at it, I was like, man, I like it more and more every time I look at it.
Yeah, it's a cool cover.
Then we have
I like that stuff.
EC from the Abyss 2 Bermejo cover.
Bermejo.
My Bejo.
These have been good. I hand it to Oni because Oni Press is putting these out. That they're bringing back this EC title and having these fun
There's a
stories.
dildo floating by. Who chose which one? Damon.
Who chose this?
Which one, the Namor or the EC?
He's talking about the EC.
Most of these are my pick this week. Kyle had one or two, but most of them I would, because the problem is that there wasn't a lot of great covers this week. The covers this week were pretty scarce as far as like quality covers. But
I did order yet another Akira homage with Sir because Boom had an exclusive for that and had another Akira homage.
Buffy wants you to say the word, Matt.
No, I'm good.
Epitaphs.
I would say encephalitis. Epitaphs.
No, these EC books have been good, and the ratios on them have good covers too.
But
because there's I think 2 or 3 titles.
This is a Kyle contribution. We have Jenny Sparks #1, the 1 in 25. Saw Weak art stock cover.
Is she one of those Spice Girls?
This baby Spice.
Want to be in my lap?
She's getting her own title, so there's a lot of decent covers on this for the Jenny Sparks stuff, though.
Right.
If you want to be in my lap.
Hard pass.
And Sowie's good. Sowie is like a better, more restrained Besh. Rose Besh.
And then there's our repeat. Don't mind me, just say Taco Bell cover of the week is that local man.
Oh, he is blowing it out there,
Trencher
isn't he?
variant.
Yeah, that's a battle he's not going to win.
No,
Wow. I think that's the first time you've had a double.
that's a two flusher.
Yeah. So nicely bad you had to see it twice.
I actually like it because it looks just like
His foot
the
looks like
Trencher.
a dong.
Like I said, at least it was intentional.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. That looks like a boobies in a torso.
Oh, it does.
Or an upside down dick.
Or a gorilla chest.
Or an upside down dick. Yep. Good eye, Sam.
Dick and balls.
Sam's really spotting the dick out there tonight.
Oh, there's another one right here. Is this fist? Yeah. But in our homage cover of the week, we have Red Light number 4, the erotic films homage cover.
I got all these. They did the erotic homage covers.
I bet you do.
They're fantastic. It's a good series. There's DeCall did all the A covers for this series. So yeah, there's some good stuff. And there was a break. There's a break in between Red Light 3 and 4. So
that brings us into first appearances this week. So up this week we had the first team appearance of the Shadow Lanterns.
What?
There they all are right there.
So we don't have enough lanterns.
Yeah,
They don't look like they're shadows.
they are the Shadow Lanterns.
Are they taken over? Are they possessed? Is that why they call them Shadow Lanterns?
I have heard that this run of Green Lantern has been pretty good. But
Absolute power, Diane. Up next we have Spider Society. Number 1, the first appearance of new Spider personas, including Ramen Head Spider-Man.
Jesus Christ.
What the hell?
Because we need a bowl of ramen to be a Spider-Man now.
Why
So
not?
stupid. This is
From the Ramen verse?
So,
They're still pushing that Cyclops spider thing. It's like bad enough we have Scott in X-Men.
oh, and he's super emo too.
Is this the answer to the
Too many Scott Summers in this universe.
The bangable popcorn bucket Spider-Man?
Joe's the kind of guy to watch POV X-rated films. Big in Japan.
Just get in there.
But
yeah, I don't know why they keep doing. I mean, we're not going to do Spider-Verse anymore. We're done.
Yep.
Here's
Spider
another
Society,
Spider-Verse. Here's some more.
so earlier in the issue, Miles is eating a bowl of ramen, and then this thing shows up and makes a joke. It's like, I'm here. Oh, thanks, Spider Ramen. He's like, what'd you have for lunch, Miles? He's like, yeah, pastrami. Yeah, right. You had a bowl of ramen. Stupid.
This is dumb.
What?
Ramen with mayo Spider-Man. Yeah, let's not bring that up.
Great writing there, Marvel.
Up next, we have Venom, the Venom War tie-in 36, the first cover appearance of Old Man Venom, Dylan Brock, with that ASM 129 homage.
So now Dylan's like Cable, coming back old.
Yep. Coming back in time during the Venom Wars.
Great.
Then we had Spider Wars, Spider-Man, the first appearance of Arachnite or Noit.
Arachniote. It's a portmanteau of arachnid and symbiote.
So created by Null, looks just like a giant fucking squid.
Oh, there's your $2 word game in portmanteau.
Like we're back in
Arachnio.
like we're back in Watchmen.
There's too many damn spider titles. I can't keep up with all the different spider titles.
This one was actually good because it's a tie-in to the Venom War stuff that's going in, and it was the Venom symbiote is attached to Peter Parker. They make a pact that Venom will not take over his mind, so there'll be two separate entities working together, and then they have like this conversation about everything that's happened since the last time he put on the suit, and it was actually, I really liked it. But I still don't understand why Marvel is pushing Mary Jane as Jackpot, like it's just not working.
Yeah, I don't get that either. Outside of just pushing more Mary Jane covers and having a reason to put Mary Jane on more covers.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, everyone's got to have a superpower, right? Or something.
Well, at least it's a Greg Land cover where somebody's not kneeling on
Or
the
tentacle,
stairs.
please.
That's something.
Right? Yes, that is
In
true.
different uniforms.
Yeah, it's
Just copy and paste.
I'm Craven. No, I'm Dr. Octopus. No, I'm Lizard. Get out of here.
And then Werewolf by Night, we have the first appearance of Elder Dorgana.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
And then X Factor. This is actually an interesting book. You have the first appearance of Cameo, a shapeshifter. The first cameo appearance of Zyber, a hero with electronic-based powers. The first cameo appearance of Granny Smite, a mutant whose intentions on every mission is to die. So,
yeah,
why don't they just call her Suicide Girl?
did you read this, Joe?
no, I did not. Because I picked up X-Force when they rebooted it. I was like, this is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever read and completely unnecessary with the worst team ever. And I was like, oh, you're putting Angel on a team to lead a team. Then I was like, no, I'm not picking
Well, so this book it takes, everything's after the fall of Krakoa, and nations are now recruiting mutants and holding them to be like weapons. So they're getting all these teams to be weapons, and the United States recruits Angel and Feral and Havoc, and here I'll show you the first. So here's the beginning of the team.
Oh, there's Granny.
Yeah, there's Granny. That show.
That's one to spec on.
The first team right here.
Suicide.
So they go on their first mission, and they all die. So the start of the team here is this team here with Angel, and then they all die, and then this is the new X Factor team at the end with Granny Smite and Pyro. And
was that the bonus page from the QR code?
No, it's just the very last page in the book.
Are they still doing the QR code? Did they do the QR code in this one?
I did not pay attention to it, honestly, but
because the QR code last page is always it tends to be a spoiler page with reveals.
So it just it was a fun read, but I wasn't expecting like the entire team to basically get wiped out in the first issue, and then you start over with a new team. And Granny Smite just sounds like a hilarious character.
I'm just here to die.
Yeah.
I'm just disappointed that there was way too much crap. So they were like, oh, we're done with all that. We're starting fresh. And then they just dumped way too many titles out. I would have preferred just give me an X-Men and an Uncanny X-Men. Let that cook a little bit and then drop some other titles. But between the X-Force, the NYX, it's just like, it's just too much again.
Mine is Granny Smite. I know what they used to call Brazil nuts.
I mean, X-Men has been good.
Nuts.
And I liked an X Factor. I haven't really cared for Uncanny so far.
Look it up.
I wasn't. I didn't. Well, I always mix up the X-Men one and the Uncanny one. The Uncanny one was with Scott, and their X-Men one is with Rogue. Or is it vice versa?
X-Men 1 is with Rogue.
Okay. The X-Men one was okay, even though for some reason they fought a dragon for like 10 pages. But it's still, at least it had characters. I had Rogue and Gambit and Wolverine. I liked the characters. But it's like, oh great. I get Uncanny. I gotta see Scott be an asshole for however many pages.
Yeah.
That's a lot. This will be interesting. Now that you're showing what happened, I'm interested to see where they go with this.
Yeah, I was shocked to be like, oh man, you wiped out, you introduced this team right off the rip and then just wipe them all out. Okay, let's go. So I'm interested to see what more of, and the concept is pretty interesting too, where they're using mutants as weapons. So I'll continue checking it out. And then we had our X-Men number 2. It's the first appearance of Ben Liu, a mutant who's able to basically astral project things. He makes what they believe, the X-Men believe, is in this issue they get like this announcement from Cerebro that a new mutant manifesting, and they go, and during the manifestation, there's a huge like alien invasion. Well, he's projecting the alien invasion as part of his power. So that's kind of what his power is. But
Yeah,
So he's Hartman with AI.
I just don't understand why they have to reboot and then be like, the first thing we're going to do is introduce a lot of new characters unnecessarily. Because there's not enough mutants. There's not enough mutants in the X roster.
right. Gotta have more.
Yeah.
More.
I need more.
And that is it for first appearances this week. We had quite a few of them. Now we roll into hot or iced. Where are they now? If I can find, here we go. It's not going to play.
We'll just play
And it
any
just
old
stops
theme
abruptly.
Yeah.
Round one, too.
What, Sam?
song. We'll just play any old theme song.
Oh, is that what it did? It didn't.
It was Hollywood Assholes.
Oh, was it? Damn. No, I hit hot or ice. What the hell? It just plays randomly. What the hell is going on in StreamYard? All right. So this week we're doing the CBSI Hot 10 list from August 26, 2023. First up, we have Alpha Flight number 1, the Arth Adams 1 in 50 variant. Stein says up from 55 to 100 to 100 to 150. Ice Eyes are back in this week. Will this become one of those variants that people seek out years down the road and cannot find it?
I actually remember this one.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
I
this
love
one.
this cover. I love this cover.
Do you guys
But
think
then
it's
again,
up, down, the same?
Same.
This is an Art Adams, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
It's
same.
I think it's a little lower than the highs it was hitting before, but it's still commanding a decent number for a 1 in 50.
Yeah, I'll say down as well.
Sam.
Same. I said
Down?
it's same. Same.
Oh, you're saying the
Down.
same?
Yeah.
Listen to me.
I listen. I just wish she didn't have those creepy hands.
Does the chickens have large talons?
Thanks, Napoleon.
Cold asshole.
This has a cold asshole. All right.
She's got eczema hands.
Kyle was trying to play November Rain on stage with Feldman. So we had
Down.
one.
Seconds
Yeah.
later.
We have one up right now for 3 bids of $3.25 with 9 days left. One at a buy it now of $99.99. Another buy it now for $120. Sold for $70 on June 6th, $43 on June 4th, and then $14 on July 60. $67 on July 14th.
Yeah, those people stop selling these books at auction. Just put them up. Just put it up for $75, $100 or best offer, because you can get lowballed on half of these auctions anymore.
Less than $50. Buy it. Had 74 total recorded sales. Highest known value that was on this book was a raw on September 8th, 2023 for $190. Had a 9.8 sell for 124, or sorry, sell out for 130 on 8.6 of 24. So not that long ago. Had a near mint raw sell for 140 on 425.24. Near mint sell raw sell for 67 on 6.2.24, and then another no grade for 67 on 7.14.24. Up next we have Seven Ghouls or Ghoulie.
Svengoolie.
Svengoolie.
Seven Ghoulie, Svengoolie. Lost
Yeah,
in
Svengoolie.
Time #1.
I forgot about this book.
40 to 50. This is an odd one. I'm not from Chicago, so I wasn't aware who this guy was, and I'm still trying to figure out why people would be paying premiums to get this.
I love
I don't even know.
Svengoolie.
I don't even know what it is.
Svengoolie is a local horror show in Chicago and on MeTV, which is a syndicated channel on terrestrial cable.
God, I have no clue with this book because it is niche. It is very niche.
Yeah.
Jamie says this is down also a terrible cover.
I bet it's-
I don't really like Stephanie Rue. I like her Zatanna work that she did, but so.
I'm gonna hope it's down. I'm gonna look for that because I forgot about this. I'm gonna say it's down because anyone who really wanted it got it already. So
Consequence says love
Yeah.
this, but I say down.
except me, I'm gonna.
Can't be
You
too
think
many
down too,
people
Sam?
clamoring for it.
No, I say same.
Same.
I'll say down, probably about $25.
So it's about this. Yeah,
Yeah.
$25 to $40.
$20.
Still have some of them
25.
on sale for $29.99. Buy it now. $38. Buy it now. $36. $39. Had some sales on July of $24.99. One sold for $20. $39. $19. Somebody got it for $19. That's a steal. So,
I'm guessing there can't be that many of them out there.
so I guess you can. You
I
should
don't
be able
know.
to get your. You should be able to get one sticks for about $30.
It was open order. I mean, it's an open order book. It's not like it's but it depends on how many people actually ordered it. Because, like even Stein says, he's not aware of it. A lot of these people don't know who the hell Svengoolie is,
Tyson's another fraud.
unless they're
asshole.
classic horror fans.
I'm trying to see the difference because it looks like there's one with a trade dress and one without. But
Yeah, you're right.
the one without
yeah.
the trade dress seems
the one
to
that's $39.99
sell a little better.
has
Oh,
less
you mean
trade.
the word bubble on the bottom?
Lost in
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cover B. Well, they all say cover B.
They all say cover B.
Yeah, it might be a pre-picture.
Oh well,
Like-
one of them doesn't have the Me TV on it either.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Oh,
You are correct.
The Me TV
Oh,
one might have been a C2E2 because he was at C2E2 last year.
Me
Promoting
TV
it.
every Saturday night. I'll have to
Yep.
find Me TV.
Yeah, Me TV. We don't have it here anymore. They took it off our channel. They gave us Hallmark or some
We still have
stupid
it.
shit. Oh, who's that?
Fade?
It stayed. Oh, he left. Stayed left.
Oh, Cal 2.0.
I see a
He's
pair of
getting
man
set
tits
up.
on the screen.
He's getting set up.
Shit, I gotta put on a
Getting
shirt.
situated.
We're glad to
didn't-
see you're free from the clink.
The camera fell.
We're glad that you're free from the clink
Me too.
after Corey Feldman knocked you out.
Shit. I whooped that motherfucker's ass.
You shouldn't have
We
tried
all
to
know-
French kiss him on stage.
That's why we got in a fight.
He tried to rush the stage during his guitar solo when he knocked you out.
I'll show you how to play a guitar solo,
Knocked the
motherfuckers.
guitar out of his hands and the guitar solo was still playing.
Yep, it sure was.
Kyle's out of jail. We need the story.
Kyle told him to stop struggling. Stop struggling, really. Just my finger.
I'll tell the story of the.
Did you shank
And like you're at the
Kyle?
beach.
No, I'll tell the story of the Facebook Marketplace purchases.
Ooh.
All right,
So-
where were we?
Svengoolie.
Svengoolie. 66 total recorded sales. Last known Raw was on August 20th, 2023 for $52, highest on value. Had one 9.8 sell for $30 on 11/12 of 23. No recent sales on this. Copyright infringement time. Woohoo. Near mid for 22, 30, and 10 all in 2023. Go ahead, Kyle. Let you take over.
At number 3, just like last week's list, this was the number 1. We have X-Men number 30. Stein says still going back up. 9.4s are now 350. 9.0s are 225. I'm telling you, if Marvel was smart, which I'm not sure they are, putting Taylor Swift in this role would guarantee a huge box office return, which she's not. If she can't act, she does it. Then just keep it a low key on screen, which she wasn't.
Nope.
She cannot act.
I think they were down
So-
last week. They're even further down now this week.
I don't. They haven't changed much. I mean, There's no sense.
Well, the problem is after this, there was more Taylor Swift news, so they went up significantly, and then they came back down, but they're not down below.
Yeah. What was the new
Boy,
Taylor
still
Swift?
bought a 9.6 for $500, huh?
It's a key issue.
Just call that 9.0 for
My ass.
175.
Yeah, that's
This dude right here, he's got bold strategy. $1,800 for a fucking 9.8.
he's
a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Yep.
probably one of the only 9.8s out there. I think the 9.8s were going for like 1,400 a while back.
Dare to dream,
1,400.
Matt.
I guess.
Everybody has a dream.
Oh, it's from Reese too, which means you can go on Reese's site and get it a little cheaper.
And then at number 2. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
Nah, it's all the same. Like you've had a 9.4 sell for $192 on 8.13, a 9.2 sell for $375 on 8.1, an 8.5 on 6.1. So it's pretty much all the same data from last week.
Yeah, I think you're going to get a slow burn down on that.
At number 2,
It was
we've got the
just-
Night Terrors, Ravager number 2, the
Your
AI copy, yes. Says plus $60. Now it's $175 to $200 after settling in to that $60 price point. This week we saw a massive price jump. Low available supplies appear to have pushed this one up this week. So what are you thinking?
This was that
Nice cover, but
controversial
lower.
cover that
Head on here.
dug into.
I think it's
Yeah,
way
remember
down.
Hartman did a whole thing on it for us.
Broke it down for us.
I still love Natalie
Cosmic
Sanders.
says, I used mine for
This is
kindling camping last night.
There you go.
Say I.
$60 a good
That's saying it was useful.
So what do you guys think they're at now? You think they're staying at 60, a little bit
No, I
more, a
think
little bit
they're
less?
They're
Head
definitely not
down.
at they're definitely not at 175 to 200.
Yeah, it's not
Much I'll tell you.
175 to 200. 60 might be about where it's at. I think 60.
60, 50, 50, double ratio.
Yeah, I think they're
Probably fair.
even below that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
$20.
1834.
$20. There's
That's the year
only $20.
Sticks was born.
1834.
Right in the middle of Civil War. Yep.
So there's only 2 on eBay right now, and the last sold was May 27th. So people, they're not really clamoring for this one like they used to be.
At a
So,
best offer.
so I'm sure $85, probably maybe 80.
It's still decent for a 1 in 25. It's not a key issue.
Yeah, just for
Just for a sexy cover.
Start it at $1. See what happens.
her hoop is as cold as ice.
Eh.
And then, go ahead, Matt.
Got 58 total recorded sales. Highest known value was a Raw on August 25th of 2023 for $203. Yeah, really haven't seen much movement. You had a 9.8 sell for $150 on 7.3 of 24, and a 9.6 sell for $127 on 2.2 of 24. You had a near mint Raw 9.0 to 9.4 sell for $95 on 5.27.24.
I feel bad for that son of a bitch to pay $203 for a raw copy of that.
Right?
Poor bastard.
But he
Don't
dumped
chase
another
books,
100 in
kids.
it to
Don't
probably
chase
get it graded.
books.
No. Don't go chasing comic books.
Those things are on previews and stuff like that. If you miss it, it's okay. There'll be another one.
Stick to the low prices they're supposed to be. The number 1 book for last year with Mandalorian number 1, second print EM, just 1 in 25. 80 to 125. While I understand why they are just adapting the book from the show, it would be nice for it to address storylines that may be occurring off screen. Just saying. So what do you think this
Fair
book's
enough.
doing now? People love The Mandalorian. Most covers are pretty good.
These would get these 1 in 25s would get hot for like 2-3 weeks, then they'd cool off. So I'm gonna going to say down.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Yeah.
down as well.
I wish these books had more in it than in the show, but they don't.
Yeah, that's
They're
they're just
cut and
brazen
dry.
cash grabs.
Yeah. You might as well put the storyboards in them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say down too.
That'd be more exciting. Yeah, I'm gonna say this down.
So you're free.
It'll be cover price. Oh, you're free. I broke the fuck out.
So that's actually Cobb Vance on the cover. So
$1.99.
Yes.
34.33 and $99 best offer accepted.
Whew.
Oofka.
So Joe's right. People aren't paying stupid prices for this 125 second print.
No.
These things are like a flash in the pan.
I mean, this one for $1.99 even has a flex in the title, so you know you gotta buy that one.
yeah,
I mean, no one's even started bidding on them yet. There's only one bid on this one on the bottom left corner,
Strong.
and it has. Well,
It's
I
from
did
the-
this last night, so
Like these all might be from the same seller. They all got
I
the same
didn't-
shipping.
I hate when it switches views on me, and I do it like this. It's fucking. I hate that, but oh well, because then we can't see the sellers.
But yeah, total 17 total recorded sales. Highest known value is a Raw on August 27th, 2023 for $150. That's it. No slab sales. No other than what we saw, no other Raw sales.
those were all Dom's
So,
purchases.
Yeah.
People just don't care anymore about it.
Dom.
It's a cool Cobb Vance cover, and just does great Star Wars covers. But it's just like you can get all these 125s they come out with cheaper.
I heard he got kicked out of the con he's at in Chicago because once he met Boba Fett actor, he jizzed in his pants.
Yeah, left a snail trail.
Yeah, it was uncontrollable. They had to go make him go change his pants. But now it's time for Kyle's. Just in time for which is better. Pick the better song.
So last week I had Dr. Dre's "Nothing But a G Thing" versus the Wu-Tang Clan's "Protect Your Neck," and you guys voted "Ain't Nothing But a G Thing, Baby."
Oh man,
Nothing but a G-string. Huh?
People.
Well, to be fair, it was only fucking 36 votes because Pete can't put our
Dang.
stuff up.
Yeah,
Even
it's
when I
okay.
give it to him on a Tuesday, he can't put it up before Friday.
So this week we'll have to post it. We'll have to send it to. Well, now it's probably going to be impossible since he's on vacation.
Yeah.
So this week I'm doing Outcast, Elevators Need You versus
Never heard
the
that.
Ghetto Boys, The World is a Ghetto. So
I never heard of either of these.
what?
Oh,
Outcast
Ghetto
was
Boys, right?
shit.
Ghetto
So-
Boys are fucking the shit. Bushwick Bill,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah. So I'll
Never.
start, Sam.
Here we
Here
go.
is Elevators, Me and You by
One for the-
Outcast.
All right, here we go. One for the money, yes sir. Two for the show. Couple years ago on Headland and Low was the start of something good where me and my rode the Mata through the hood.
No, you got to say the word.
I'm not saying it, man. I can't say it. I'll
No.
say Brazil
Hard.
now.
Sam's got a hard R at 8:12.
Just trying to find a hookup. And now every day we look up at the ceiling. Yeah. Watching ceiling fans go around. Trying to catch that feeling. Off instrumentals. Had my pencil plus my paper. We caught the 86 Lithonia headed to Decatur. We're writing rhymes. Trying to find our spot off in that light. Light off in that spot. Knowing. And then you get to check it. A 1, 2. A 1, 2. Dope. In the Cadillac. The call us. Went from players ball to ballers. Putting
All right.
the South up on the map was like Little Rock.
Here, now it's The World is a Ghetto.
What we see every day, every day. Living in the ghetto, this is where I stay. What we do to get by. Live or die, the world is a ghetto. Let's take a journey to the other side where many people learn to live with their handicaps while the others die. With a motherfucker It had no money spots. If they did, then they asked when insane. When all the money stops. I'm from the ghetto. I'm used to that. Look on the map and find Texas. So where Houston at? It's on the borderline of hard times, and it's seldom that you hear that praying, giving God time. That's why you ask your mom to pray for me, because I know that even I got to die. Even he got a day for me. And every morning I wake up, I'm kind of glad to be alive, because thousands of my homeboys died, and very few died of old age. In most cases, the incident covered up the whole page. From Amsterdam to Amarillo, it ain't no secret. The world is a ghetto.
World is a ghetto. Nice, good job, Sam. So you'll be able to hopefully go vote.
I do not have the N-word pass.
No.
I am a very white guy.
You're pretty fly for a white guy, though.
I don't know.
And Matt is muted and talking.
I don't know that I'm fly at all. I run a dodgeball league.
I said I thought it was if you're singing it in a song, it was okay.
I don't know. I'm not
sure it's not.
I don't think it's ever okay.
Pretty sure it's never okay.
With Pete on vacation, we should just played the songs.
He'd be so pissed.
So there you go. Make sure to go vote if Pete puts it up this week.
Maybe we'll even have to get Marco to put it up.
Oh God, he won't understand.
He puts it up, it'll be all wrong, and there'll be like half a paragraph explanation of why this is stupid.
I don't get it. I don't get it. So moving on.
We got
Now,
Movie Wars.
For the last week of the Steven Spielberg movies. Yeah. So last week we did Jaws versus Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark. You guys voted. And
Thanks, Damien.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I demand a recount.
So to finish this off, we all know Raiders of the Lost Ark is going to win.
Recount.
Potato salad with raisins.
You never had that?
It's disgusting.
Raisins in a salad?
Yeah.
You guys have never had that?
I have. It's gross.
Way to ruin raisins.
Marco is bad at not getting it.
I don't know what kind of.
You can definitely tell which segments Marco does not like on SNS. I don't get it. I don't get it. So
it's normally a state of confusion when he's on. Just confused for 2 straight hours.
So for the confusion.
So for the last one, we're doing Indiana Jones and the Lost Ark, Raiders of the Lost Ark versus Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Oh, you better pick Close Encounters.
I was going through his newer movies, and I was like, "There's nothing that's worth putting up of his newer movies."
No.
Catch Me If You Can, nah. Ready Player One, nah.
You're not going to put West Side Story up there.
Thought about it.
J.J. Abrams makes Steven Spielberg movies now.
Right. He's the new Raiders. I know Raiders Lost Ark.
I gotta go with Raiders. I love me some Karen Allen.
It's because Marco's pissed you didn't think of it.
I Close Encounters better.
Yeah, probably Raiders for me too.
Oh yeah, Raiders. I knew it.
Oh, yeah.
There was really nothing else to go up against Raiders that would even matter.
If everything else lost to it, then yeah.
Did he do Batteries Not Included? Did he?
No.
No.
So now I have to think of a new one this week for next week. But remember to go vote if Pete puts them up. We have Raiders Lost Ark versus Close Encounters of the Third Kind for the final matchup of the Steven Spielberg movies.
All right, now we're into. I still got to make this graphic, but we're not doing TV show anymore. We're doing Scene Stealers. Last week we did this one here. Hocus Pocus, Stranger Things, or E.T. And
that even somebody with a severe concussion could figure out.
Yeah, you guys got it with E.T. at 83%. So this week, since I got so much hate last week about, oh, you phoned it in. Oh, this is so easy.
I want to know who chose Hocus Pocus.
Oh, how did you do this? I'm ashamed of you phoning it in. This week, motherfucker, what movie is this from?
Holy shit.
Troy, Raiders of the Lost Ark, or The Scorpion King?
Scorpion King.
It's not Raiders of the Lost Ark. I'll tell you that.
I'm going to go with Troy.
I'll go with the Scorpion King.
Yeah, I think it's Scorpion King.
Buffy says Troy. You didn't phone it in this week, Pat.
Yeah, no, this was a good one. This was a really good choice. I liked it.
Oh shit, that's funny.
Next week, Matt will show us a picture of some random wall. What movie is this from?
It's gonna be one brick.
Yeah.
Granted, the patina of it looks a little like Raiders. It looks a little older, but I don't know. I'm gonna go with Troy.
It's got that Mexico filter over it.
Your wife's vagina. Yeah, it's pretty barren.
Hasn't seen water in days.
But yeah, like Kyle said, make sure to head over to the Renovision YouTube channel, click on that community tab, and vote in best songs, movie wars, and scene stealers. BK's Raiders.
That's what I'm leaning towards.
I think that's too easy.
Matt went to the Stick School of Game Creating. No, I didn't. I just got told how easy it was last week. So. All right, and now we're at our Who Said That quote of the week.
Oh shit, I forgot we're doing this. All right, go for it. This week goes to Marco, who said, "All I want is cocaine and hookers," which he mentions that a lot. So I think that's something he might do when he's going to
for that quote.
When he's going to a con to sell books. He's got, that V right there, man. I'm sure it attracts all the hookers.
Gotta sell those books to pay for that cocaine and hookers.
So only on day one he sells books, and then he blows the rest on.
He blows the rest on the weekend.
Honey, I'm not going to be home till Tuesday.
Yep. Wakes up Monday morning in a gutter somewhere.
Whoa, that was a great weekend. I got crabs.
He looks like he's got nuts on his face.
Oh God.
Got nuts on his
That's a dog right here.
Right in that area.
I believe hookers see him as a mark. They see him as a Marco. All right.
So
now we're going to do the get off my totally cool qualified dark side line, which is the Who Said It game. And let's get it started. Who said it's America's Wang?
I think I did.
I think I might have said that in reference to Florida.
Who do you guys think said that? Joe says thinks it's him. Stick says he thinks it's him.
It might have been me.
I'm gonna say Bruce.
I'll say Sticks.
We'll give it a second for the
Sticks will use that.
Joe or Stick from Daniel.
Joe or Sticks. Sticks.
Definitely. I think it was definitely on our show.
Hookers pay Marco to stay away.
Here's $20, kid.
Here's hooker. Here's cocaine and $20. Get away from me. It says maybe because Wang is involved.
I think he means to say
I know.
Because.
Okay, so this goes to
place. It's another country. It's America's Wang. Give it a break.
Yep.
It was Joe.
It was Joe.
Yeah, Florida is it. It is America's Wang. Look at the map.
Oh shit. So for our next one, who said I'm getting a boner? Getting a boner.
Dom.
Dom. Sticks, who do you think said that?
I'll say Dom as well. It doesn't like that. I don't know.
Matt?
I'm gonna say Sticks.
I don't think I've ever said that.
America's Bush. Joe, who do you think said that?
I don't know. Doesn't sound like Dom.
Damien, definitely Damien.
Damien, when he's talking about circles running into each other.
Yeah, maybe I said it. It's possible.
getting a boner. I'm getting a boner.
I'm on a Wang theme, so maybe it was me.
Those circles are turning me out again.
All right, that gun goes to.
Oh, she's getting there for leverage.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm getting a boner. I'm getting a boner.
Accidental.
Oh, it's Sam.
It was Sam. Oh,
Well
God,
played,
Sam.
Well played.
Tyson, it could be Bruce talking about Dom.
We got him, Tyson. We finally got him. Who said he knows why this girl's going bald? It's because she's going through menopause.
This has got to be Dom.
Who do you think that is, Sam?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, let's say Matt.
Sticks?
I'll say Joe.
Matt. Definitely Matt. Joe, who do you think this is?
I'm going to say Marco because it doesn't make any sense.
Only
Then again, I could have said it. Who knows?
a douche would say this.
Mhm.
Then found the right show.
All right, so
Disney Plus is about the only one that goes that
It's
short.
dumb.
Well, I don't know. I don't have a problem with it. I
found the reason why this girl's bald now because she's going through a menopause stage. That's why she's bald. There you go.
Jesus.
She's 100.
that was dumb.
There you go. She's going bald because she's going through a menopause phase.
Go menopause. That was dumb.
Got any more?
Dom wonders why we play the Dom game.
Who said, have you ever seen a cat's junk?
I think I remember. I think this was Marco. I think I remember this.
Have you ever
I think it was Marco.
You ever seen a cat's
I don't know.
junk?
He hates pets, so I don't know.
I'm gonna say Kyle.
Sticks, who you think it is?
I'm gonna say Marco as well. This time.
Joe, who'd you say?
Yeah, I'll just go with Marco because it sounds like something.
It's a safe bet.
It's just some random thing to say.
Some random, out of nowhere comment.
So, who said this is?
He became like a cat man in Grant Morrison's run. You ever seen a cat's junk? Oh, dude, that ain't anything you want to pass.
Oh, Pete.
Pete seen a cat's junk. Next we have
penis.
Who said this was a turd inside roadkill wrapped in a package of anus bleeding everywhere.
Marco.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like Marco.
Yeah,
sounds like Marco too. Sounds like typical Marco hyperbole.
Yep.
There's too much detail in it. It's got to be Marco.
Yeah, it's a word. It's a word sandwich right there.
It is word salad. All right, so
It's not good sequential storytelling, Art.
Art was. With all that being said, you know what this really was?
What was it?
This was a turd inside roadkill, wrapped in a package of just anus bleeding everywhere. This was garbage.
This was disappointing. I wanted to like this. I thought
definitely Marco.
Yeah.
Nobody gets madder about reading a comic book than Marco.
His analogies suck.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Nothing like mutilated roast beef.
I can't even remember these anymore. I wrote them down. That's what's good about it. Every week is it's. I wait so that it gives it time to because everyone says so much shit.
This is Kyle. I remember this episode.
Yeah, who said just Google the world's biggest cocks?
Kyle. He tried to get us to do it for 3 weeks in a row.
Don't do it on the work computer.
Marco gives details nobody wants.
Right?
All right.
Kyle.
share the screen, but like,
yeah.
just Google world's biggest cock, dude.
I don't think I will.
Dude, make sure
you
regular.
Man, I'll pass.
Oh, I had to cut that one because there was somebody in it that must not be named.
I heard his voice. I heard the voice.
Yeah.
I know I couldn't blur the voice out. I tried. Was it the French pole vaulter? And for our last one, we said, who said, here's a spoon so you can eat my ass?
Dom.
I'm pretty sure this was me.
Yeah, let's go with Matt. Matt hasn't made an appearance yet.
Monster cock episode. Joe, who do you think it was?
Yeah, I'll go with Matt.
Or somebody said, here's a spoon so you can eat my ass. And he's like, I lost the spoon. Well, here's a fork so you can get another one. Ass.
That was one of our better warm-ups. That was a good warm-up.
That was Matt. Definitely Matt. So there it is. That was it. Yeah. Matt
That
is
was
a
the Who
eating
Said
ass
game.
connoisseur.
Spoon. I prefer spoons, no forks, and no sporks.
I'm sure she does too.
All right, it's time for the segment that makes everybody leave, but the most dirty and despicable of
It
you
even makes
stay.
people leave the show.
It's time. It's time for Craigslist misconnection.
Here we
Who
go.
doesn't
Who wants to start this off? You know what? Joe's the guest. He can do it.
Yes, Lancaster. I will do all the things your man won't.
Subtle, direct to the point.
Yes.
I like the straightforward ones. They're always the best.
I was showing a couple people the Kyle one from a couple weeks ago.
The Kyle one was great.
I tried to re-find it. It's not on there.
Mm.
It must have been
Fulfilled.
Or deleted or fulfilled or
Either way.
hemorrhoid help, Atlanta. Hello, I'm a 29-year-old black male that keeps getting hemorrhoids that return. I am pretty fit and work out a lot, which my doctor seems to think is the problem from all the straining and pulling. Even when I've slowed down at the gym, they continue to come back. The hemorrhoids are a bright pinkish color if that helps. I've tried all types of remedies as well as doctor prescribed medicine, just looking for any type of guidance that you might have. Thanks in advance.
Nothing says classy like looking for medical advice in the Craigslist. One answer.
Yeah, WebMD just ain't cutting it, man. I got to get some more personalized attention.
Yeah.
At least he described what color they are.
That's just because in WebMD everything's cancer, so he had to go to a different.
Yeah,
he had to go to a different source.
He had to go to misconnections.
He's like, I needed some come pop it like it's a zit.
And Atlanta and hemorrhoids. Who didn't expect this?
Hot Atlanta.
All right.
Atlanta.
Wants to do this one?
I'll do it.
Oh, go ahead, Sam.
Want to be a father? Hit me up. I'm looking for a woman to let me impregnate them so we can have a baby. I'll always be in child life. Hit me up.
Child life.
Damn.
Dude, this is a total lie. This is a Fidel type post. It's all fake.
I always
impregnate you. I'm grieving from the life lost of my wife.
Yeah. Actually, his would be, looking for a German Italian to replace my last German Italian girlfriend / wife.
We can have baby. I'll be child life.
Hit me up.
I'll be in child life. Hit me up. All right.
Sunglasses. If you wear your sunglasses on the back of your head, you're a douche.
Fair. It's quite fair. You take those Oakleys and put them on the front.
Yep. Just put them on the top of your head like everybody else.
You're a real douche.
Fidel can't have children because of a hose accident in fireman's school.
A hydrant malfunction.
Got nozzled. Anyone else into ABDL Westchester? Anyone else into ABDL? If you know what that is, write me.
Do you know what that is?
Does anybody know what that is?
I know what it is.
I'll never be able to write them.
It's adult baby diaper lovers.
Oh,
no.
Oh, adult babies.
That's horrible.
So if you, if you're into diaper play, there you go.
Nice. Some fetishes that
Did you look
make
it up
me
on Urban
cringe.
Dictionary or something, Kyle?
Yes, because I've seen so there's two. I looked up. I have
Shout
your
out
CD
Guy
and then ABDL. And I was like,
You
what?
Flavor Town.
I was like, what the hell is CD? It's cross dresser.
Gotcha.
And then I was like, and I seen a few of ABDL. I was like, what the hell is that? And I was like, oh, adult baby diaper love.
We need a misconnections dictionary.
That's what Urban Dictionary is.
That's what we're slowly helping everybody with. Now people know what a goon cave is, all kinds of stuff.
This is such a poorly constructed.
They know what docking is.
This is such a poorly constructed ad, though, because is this the person that likes wearing the diaper? Is this the person that likes caring for the person in the diaper? What if you're the person that's in the diaper and you get another diaper person calling? Then you got just two people in diapers. Though.
Here's the
In
thing,
shitty
Bill.
diapers.
What's going on?
This was written by the FBI.
Think
So
these things out. people.
The FBI.
this is Chris Hansen bait for a trap.
SNS is a learning experience. Joe, is it Sticks or Joe?
It's Joe. We're back at the
I'll
top.
take it.
Joe.
Who's up? Quorum. Who wants to see my cock?
Again, brash, straight to the point.
Hey, you know what? They're straight and to the point. I give them props for that. It's no piece of shit, but it's
Piece of shit.
Piece of shit for breakfast.
Podcast. Oh, you got it. It's you, Kyle. Yeah, you go.
I'll do it. Podcast guest. Who wants to come on my podcast as a guest and fart on my balls? Come on. I know you do. Just come on my video podcast. Act like you are a breaking in fart on me balls and leave. Mask optional.
on their video podcast.
This sounds like the guy who wanted to box me.
I just like the whole like playing out of, look, you're gonna pretend like you're breaking in, like you're a burglar. You're just gonna fart on my balls and leave.
Fart on me balls and leave.
Fart on me balls.
Mask optional.
Fart on me balls and leave.
Hey.
Essence in a jar, Salisbury. We met each other from a post here a week ago, but I lost your number. You wanted someone to make OnlyFans content with you. We made a spicy video, and after a stinky surprise did arise. You told me you loved the smell of my brand when I hit you with the accidental Dutch oven. I have decided to start selling my farts in jars, labeled with the date and time of what I had to eat that day. Wanted to know if we could collaborate again, make another OnlyFans video where I fart in the jars and you smell it guessing what I ate. I think that it would be great merch for the OnlyFans page. Hit me up. This is Chuck.
Europe is years ahead of us.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's disgusting.
Poor Chuck.
Not poor Chuck. It's the chick he was with.
I
What is wrong with people?
I appreciate the line. You love the smell of my brand. That was pretty nice.
It's all about branding.
I will. I'll give him props for. I'll give Chuck props for that.
We made a spicy video, and after a stinky surprise did arise. Fucking wordsmith over here.
He lets him escape the jar.
Hit with an accidental Dutch oven.
I love the smell of your brand.
Who says
Oh my!
that? Nobody.
Oh my! I'm going
your
to
fart
from
is
now on.
pungent. I love it.
My.
Do you love the smell of my brand?
Ugh. Whose turn is it? My turn. Naughty at a funeral. I'm looking for the guy that I banged at my uncle's funeral 2 weeks ago. We were sitting next to each other, and
Keeper
you started
already.
rubbing my leg while you're trying to comfort me. You told me that I was beautiful, and the next thing I knew, we were walking into the bathroom. I'm really
Rest of those
worried
damn
because
sets.
you never did say how you knew my uncle, and I'm freaking out that we could be related. If not, I thought maybe we could continue where we left off. Maybe it was because it was taboo, but was so hot. I don't think the funeral director knew what to think when he walked out of the bathroom together. Anyways, I hope to hear from you.
Where did you find this one at?
This one sticks.
Where'd you find this one at, Sticks?
Craigslist.
You know
What,
what's
like city, state?
Oh, I don't know. I found it on a Craigslist, best of.
Oh,
boo.
like I
Hey.
spend hours going through cities and states on Craigslist looking for.
I ain't
these-
doing that. You gotta get
Finding the
time.
most depraved cities in America.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I started going into general because general is good too.
Seen you eating cat food, woman for man. Seen you eating cat food out of a can. You was using a fork. Looks like you's got some manners. I like that.
Christopher listening.
Looks like you's got some manners.
You guys
like
got
that.
some manners.
It sounds like Dom. Seen you eating cat food out of a can. You was using a fork. Looks like you's got some manners. I like that.
Next time, do it with the Boba Fett mask.
Mascot.
Joe. Good luck.
You was the ultrasound tech at Bronson Cox Hospital. One for man. Or sorry, one for woman. Ooh, better. It was Thursday night. I had a UTI. And you was like Hermione from Harry Potter with your ultrasound wand, and you cast a spell on me. I was there with my boyfriend, but would leave him for you because you know how to work it, girl. You want to go get McDonald's sometimes? Hit me up. Tell me how big the cyst was on my ovary. So I know it's you.
Oh my gosh.
That is a winner. That is a winner.
Oh, shit.
Because I don't know how soon she wrote this, but she has a UTI. So
yeah, Damien, I'm with you, man.
I want to stay out of that for a while.
Foul play. You crumb over to my place, and the next morning leave me on bread. Oh my gosh, it's puns. It's so many puns. Okay. Leave me on bread. What the flock? Whether you realize it or not, that wasn't very cool. Just my cluck. I didn't expect that kind of tweetment from you. You stuck me with a very big bill and possibly chirpies. You can play at this game. Watch your quack. You have 5 days.
Oh my God.
That's an interesting threat written.
I don't know if I'd be able to take that seriously.
Yeah. If I could whistle, I would have whistled the whole thing.
But the gift that keeps on giving.
Handsome black man in convoy. You were the handsome black man in the police escort convoy on Sansun this afternoon. I was the girl on the sidewalk, in the heels. I waved. Maybe we can get lunch.
Aw.
That's
Looking to
sweet.
make a connection.
Aw.
That's sweet.
Aw,
Yeah, when he's done in jail.
that really pissed off Daffy Duck.
That is true when he's done in jail. But, who doesn't love some prison love?
Maybe he was a famous person being escorted in a convoy.
He did.
They can be
Yeah, maybe
90
this is
days
Barack
out.
Obama. I'm gonna
Maybe they're talking about Barack Obama.
fantastic love story in the making.
It was Joe Biden.
And that's it.
Yay.
Where they can get lunch at McDonald's and talk about the size of their ovarian cysts.
Oh.
What else do you do at McDonald's?
After your UTI.
Well, that's it.
You want to tell your Facebook story that you talked about?
Oh, you want to tell your Facebook story, Nubia? So
Maybe you said no.
So my son, he's like, I'm going to pick up a computer in the morning, and then I need someone to take me to go get a guitar cabinet later in the day. So I was like, oh, well, I'll take you in the morning to go get the computer because the person there, he was getting it from works third shift. So she was getting off the same time I was. So, I'd still be awake. So we drive to like way far out in Surprise, like 187th Avenue.
Woo, surprise.
And we're pulling up and we message the person and we're like, all right, we're pulling up. She's like, whatever you do, don't knock on the door. Pull around the corner and go to the garage. And I was like, garage? We pull around. It's like a shack with boarded up windows. And and this crazy Twinker lady comes out with this computer, $1,000 computer he got for $100. I was like, yeah. Actually, Newbie was like, yeah, they had to wait for the people to go to work so she could sell it.
Oh my gosh.
And then my wife has to take him to Cave Creek, which is what, 45 minutes from here?
Something like
maybe
that.
an hour. So they're driving, and Cave Creek's nice. It's a like a richer part of an area of the valley, and it goes through Cave Creek, keeps driving, and it pulls up into this like unmaintained dirt road that needs like 4x4s to get on. How many houses were around? Like none. They're like spread out. And it's like, how long were you on that dirt road for? Yeah, there's like 3 houses. How long was the road? Just get over here to the story. Yeah, it's in the middle of nowhere. They're driving down this dirt road. And they,
miles down the dirt road.
yeah, she says a couple miles. Just come here and tell the story.
When you stepped up from copyright violations to receiving stolen property.
They pull up this, it's like this little like house, right? It's like this little tiny house, and he comes out. He's like, come in. And then first off, he gets mad because my wife is with my son. He's like, he's probably like, fuck, I can't kill him if there's 2 people.
It's a witness.
Ever since he looked like a serial killer. And they go in, and he's like yelling at the dog or something.
Yeah, before we went in, he yelled at the dog to let go.
He yelled at the dog to go, and they went in, and it's like the size of like, the house is like the size of like a studio apartment. There's no dog in there. There's dog hair, but there's no dog. And he's like, I work from home. I just got off work. There's no computer in there. It only had like a TV and a couch. And then just this cabinet. And then he had like 150 Circle K cups stacked up. There's no Circle K around.
Things are afoot at Circle K.
And I was like, yeah, if Matt showed up by himself, he would have been a true crime podcast fucking story. That's what he just got off work. Yeah, because he just ketamine somebody and he's fucking harvesting their organs for the black market.
and the Circle K cups are his trophy.
Yep. Make sure to get Circle K on your way here.
Somebody in an ice bath in the bathtub.
So he almost got murdered.
End up in a dugout pit in their basement.
He's like, come in and play guitar. There's no guitar there.
Yeah, he didn't have it unplugged or anything. He was like, she told Matt to bring a guitar with him, planning on him going inside.
Yeah. Did Matt bring a guitar?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was like, oh, good, you brought a guitar. And like, he went inside. I'm like, hey,
and then he saw my wife. And he was like,
but you didn't even have a fucking car. Where was he getting Circle K sodas from?
Yeah, he didn't have a car.
No
DoorDash.
He doesn't have a computer to work from home.
There was no computer.
Uber Eats.
It's like, Matt was about to be
The dog brings him Circle K.
Yeah, the dog goes get him Circle K. You look behind, there's a bunch of shallow graves with roses planted on top of it.
Maybe he was a serial killer and he works from home.
That's what I was thinking. He's a serial killer that works from home.
There's no neighbors. Nobody can hear you scream. It's in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Nobody can hear you scream.
Cave Creek, no one can hear you scream.
Yeah. In the deserts of Cave Creek. Nobody hears you.
Cave Creek.
Nobody hears you scream, yeah. So
Bumblebee.
I don't know where it was. I didn't go. I was sleeping. But now I'm gonna go from now on.
Black Canyon City.
No, Black Canyon City's the other way.
She's like, I'm not doing this anymore. You can go from now on.
Yeah, that was enough for me.
Too sketchy.
Never meet at somebody's house for Craigslist things.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Grubhub keeps missing drivers from that area.
No drivers are turning. I was like, this isn't even a road. Is this where I'm turning? This is crazy.
So I just thought that was crazy.
She thought she was hitting speed bumps. Those are actually the dead bodies he's buried.
Nobody believes me when I say you're a serial killer. Yes. But he got himself a nice amp. So now he's happy.
Good for him.
Like I was telling him, do you remember that time we went to that dude's house to buy comics and he locked me in his garage when you guys all walked out to the driveway? Matt?
Yes. It was the Spider-Man collection, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it was me, you, McClay, and Kellen, and he fucking locked you in his garage.
He locked me in the garage with them. I was like, that's it. I'm dead. I'm gone. See you guys later. I think he was worried about getting robbed.
No, he's like, I know how to lure some nerds in.
I've got comics.
Come look at my
Come look at my Spider-Man 300. But yeah, they all walked out and he shut the garage door and I was like, fuck. What the fuck? I thought he was gonna stab me in the stomach and fucking cut my face off and fucking put lotion on my legs and eat me.
He was gonna wear you as a suit, like a Kyle suit.
He was gonna massage my legs so that he could make stew. So, well, that's it, everybody. That's the show. I'm glad I actually got here towards the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing
the
up.
Surprise party wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be. So make sure to check out Sticks and the Boys tomorrow on the Star Wars show. Are you on it, Sticks? Are you going to be on it, Joe?
No, I'm not.
All right. Make
Sometimes
sure to check
I
out
pop
Marco
in.
and Dom and probably Jedi on the Star Wars show tomorrow. Make sure to check out Marco and them on the Tax Show Wednesday. Make sure to check out Sticks and Joe on the Qualified. But right before that, Matt and Joe is on the CBSI Hot 10, giving you all the hot books of the week, which leads you back to Saturday with misconnections and serial killer stories on SNS.
The only show on the channel where you actually learn something.
Right?
Yeah.
So you guys have a great rest of your weekend and enjoy. Or not.
Either you've got me confused with somebody else or this is